Indeed,
I'm just trying to wait for the
so,
double dutch to see if
boom,
I can beat my
there we go, live.
Because I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
It never
it
goes
would be
live.
real nice if YouTube would catch up.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, yep, there it is.
It takes forever. There we go. My goodness.
It really do. It really do.
Gosh.
So yeah, first and foremost, y'all, coming in because I've had a long day. I was in between doctor appointments since 9 o'clock this morning, and I am tired.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we just gonna skip the intro and just come through. So hey, how are you guys? We're finally here.
Listen,
yeah, we have to push this back a couple times, but
here.
Life be lifing, yo. Life don't
be
stop
lifing.
Extremes.
Naps be napping. Stomachs be stomaching.
Indeed.
Colds be colding.
Exactly. The worst.
Hey, Muhammad. Good to see you.
Hello, Muhammad.
Indeed.
Hello.
So yeah, and also in channel news, up to 916, thanks. You guys are freaking awesome. Please do continue to spread the word. We are on our way to road to 1,000. We're trying to get there. I don't know what that is, but it sounded refreshing.
I know, it sounded so refreshing.
It was very perfect.
Hopping over the Pepsi.
It was very perfect Pepsi. I'm gonna need a little caffeine.
Oh man.
Indeed.
We're getting this going. Yes. All right, so oh damn it. Too many screens and still not enough screens. That's some shit.
That's a problem to have.
It really is. It really is. All right, so we are up here now. Episode 7, episode 8, the season 4 finales. I'll go around the horn real quick. What did you guys think collectively of both the episodes?
Exactly.
Whoever wants to go first.
Exactly what
really.
I thought. Exactly what I thought. Sage is the problem. Exactly what I thought. Like you can always trust a black woman to secure the bag any way, shape, or form. She's gonna secure that bag.
The facts. Facts.
I'm not mad at her, but I'm just like, where are we going from here? Because I know season 5 is the last season, and I know we have Gen V in between season 5 and 4. So I'm like, okay, I just need to see where we're going. And
that's 2 years, I think now. They do kind of the same thing as House of the Dragon has been doing. Yeah, 2 years.
What?
They're going to set it up. And that's fine. I mean, as long as we get Gen V in between that, because that'll be a nice breakup and that continues their stories.
2 years, because they're doing Gen V as well in between.
I don't mind that. As long as it's not a Bridgerton situation where there's nothing in between it and you just taking 2 years to record 8 episodes. Like,
yeah, like, bro, how much editing really needs to be done? Like, I know editing is a process, but still, come on now.
Not a 2-year process.
It don't take that long, bro. And y'all got more people working on it than we do on our little channels. Come on now.
I don't want to hear it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It ended exactly where I thought it was going to end. And Sage is a problem. And Homelander better be happy that Sage is the type of person who's going to do what she's going to do to see how it's going to end.
Exactly. See, honestly, she was 100% upfront with him about everything from day one. Like, bro,
him popping up in her apartment.
You are your own worst enemy. You can't let yourself get the fuck out of your own way, so you can actually let this good shit happen. And she already knew that, and it was already calculated into the plans. So that's like when he said, "You're fired." I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's what you mean."
She was like, "Okay."
She gave not one fuck about it. Sphinx, what's your assessment there?
I do agree that Sage is a problem, which is crazy because she really she has no powers. She's just super smart and a giant manipulator.
Epic manipulator.
Which is dangerous in itself. So that's why she's dangerous. I mean, you got people like Homelander, like he said, he could have sent her home in a bucket if he had chosen to, but she works in a different level. She works in the mind. And
she is a
big brain baby.
Super
big brain baby.
Big brain.
It did not end how I thought it was going to end. Like Meeks said, she thought it ended exactly, how it did, but I had no idea. the shit that happened at the end of episode 8, I did not guess any of that at all. So it was all brand new to me. But all thumbs up.
Exactly. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I hate that y'all have these fun thumbs. I have these stupid thumbs that just go straight. My thumbs don't bend.
Mine
bends too much.
One of mine actually is fine. The other one has problems though. So yeah, I
always noticed that because I showed my physical therapist this, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, technically you're supposed to have that little bend there, and so your fingers are."
Is it actually supposed to bend?
Yeah,
it's not supposed to be straight.
Bend. You're supposed to have a slight bend.
Well, ain't that a bitch?
A little slight bend for your thumb, and I'm like,
huh.
Well, thank you.
Interesting.
Put my thumbs up then.
I didn't know that.
Right. Yeah. What? How did we get to that? Right. Yeah. Look, RJ, for real.
Absolutely.
For fucking real.
Absolutely.
And hey, homie, it's been a little too long, bro.
She said what she said.
Great to see your face. Yeah. Never bet against her ever. Like if she's the house, then you should do what you can to be on her team. But then again, that's the thing with Sage. You never really know how she's planning for the team.
Well, that leads me to not to just like jump right into the episode, but that leads me to question A-Train. She knew, of course, A-Train was the leak. She knew all of this information, right? So
it served the plan better for him to stay, though.
And then
at least up until that
so
point.
She knew that he was going to do this. She knew that he was going to leave, probably. So she knew all of this, and she just let him go. She didn't try to stop him. She didn't try to put any roadblocks in his way to keep him where he is.
Here's the thing. See, and this is my conflict, I think, when it comes to Sage, because I support the shenanigans. I do. So it leads me to think that yes, while she does have to play against A-Train, she's not gonna 100% try to hold another black person down.
That's what I was thinking.
That's why I think she absolutely let him go, and she's not going to have anything on the books for a contingency plan to stop him, because no, you did what I needed you to do, and now you're gone. And I'm going to distract Homelander, and he's probably not even going to. And also, and this is a wild leap. We'll get back to the beginning of the episode, y'all. I promise. But why the fuck was this man sitting here crying?
Because nothing was going his way.
I can't believe A-Train went against me. The betrayal. Like, bro, you over here crying. When have you ever been nice to A-Train at all? You have not given this man any reason to want to stay backing you on your bullshit, and now you're surprised that he's gone.
The whole deep A-Train suck his dick thing. I was like,
whoa. He kisses his ass just like everybody else does. So he assumes everybody loves him. Everybody's loyal to him.
He's so confused.
Everybody gets along with him. So he was legit sick about A-Train. Like he was in tears.
He confuses obedience.
And Ryan. He cried over both of them.
With not affection, but with care and rapport. Like that's not when people follow you, it's because they're scared of you, sir, not because they like you.
Yeah. I feel like I thought he understood that about himself, but this season it seems like he is way off his rocker. Like even more so than usual.
He was crying hard about A-Train. Like he was sitting there sobbing in that little chair.
You know what, dude?
Well, that's facts.
And we know right now that Stormfront is still laid up in their healing. I would love if they put her back into play, because yes, she would let Stormfront think she had everything under her control going on her whim, and the okie doke that would come from that. And I know Sage would make it so good. Dreams. We can all dream. We'll have to hope. Put that on our hopes and prayers
with everybody for the finale. It still ended with everybody beating her ass again. Like
I feel like Sage would have properly orchestrated it to make sure. But the only thing is, Sage would not have let them leave her any bit of alive. Sage would have made sure that she was taken out,
deceased, crunch, and much
gone. That's like no, we are not going to save the Nazis at all. I think we know enough about Sage's personality to say that.
Well, what about Sage's tolerance of firecracker?
That's because
firecracker is a means to an end, and also she's a flake. She knows that Homelander ain't gonna really be doing too much with her, outside of the freaking booby things, and that's not even gonna last that long because the damn medicine she has to take to do that are already killing her. And he already sees that and was like, okay, yeah, you gotta like you're hacking up lungs all over me. I don't want it's like Eddie Murphy in Delirious. You know, no, was it Delirious? No, it was Raw. I don't want no hacking on my bread.
Come on, like
nah,
you gotta move down more. He was like, move down 2 more to the end of the table. And he
made her move like all the way down, and look, and she looked like really sickly there. Though, did y'all notice that the sweat?
It was
that
black
was sheeting
around her eyes.
Baby girl. Is the only thing you're doing for this man, at least as far as we know, is giving him the booby milk. Is it really worth it?
He does not,
because I don't think it's worth it. Like, what is your end game here? Do you think he's gonna fall in love with you or something? Because that's not how Homelander do.
He don't. Anybody he loves is usually gonna die.
Usually gonna die.
By his hands, because you're gonna upset him, and you're not gonna reach the idol that he has for you in his mind. So he's gonna snap you down. That's what happened with Madeline. That's why her ass is deceased.
The energy Sage has is the same Omni-Man has towards his wife. Yeah, she sees her as a pet. That is a very good comparison. That's a very good comparison.
Yeah, it has her firecracker. Indeed. Yeah.
I gotta put Invincible on the list.
Yes, you do.
So, no, me, Fandom and DJ talked about it on his channel.
Wait, you haven't watched it?
Do a run here. Oh no, I've watched it.
I haven't. I watched the first episode and I stopped.
Meeks, you haven't watched it. Okay.
Only because I was so again, I was doing too much, and I had to drop so many things because I was just doing too much.
We cannot sadly watch all the shows.
That's the thing. I'm like, I want to watch everything when it comes out so I can have people to talk about it with. But that's just too much for me because I end up eventually having to edit it.
Way too many things.
It's too much.
Indeed.
I just have to learn that I can watch it in my own time and put it up when I can.
Indeed. So this puppet show that Homelander signed off on, bruh. The ridiculousness of this damn show, and I do like what they do because they're really calling up the ridiculousness of our world and the bullshittery on some things. But to have that first scene be A-Train, the puppet of A-Train sitting there talking about how horrible Antifa is, y'all.
I'm tired.
Exactly right. Like there's some things that I just see them and I'm like, I don't even want to get into this. There's too much that's like a whole, just that one breakdown there could be a whole thing in itself. But kudos though to Ryan because he is not comfortable with anything that is happening, and he's like, whoa, wait, hold on, can we get a break time real quick, boy? Are you sure about like what he's saying about watching people and stuff? He's like, well, yeah, your dad approved the lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna need like 10 minutes. I'm gonna go to my trailer real quick. I'll be back. And I mean, what can they tell him? But he really is trying. You can see the conflict in his brain as it is. So, and kudos to that young actor. I don't know the young man's name. Cameron. But he is doing a really good job. Is that his name, Cameron?
Yes, it is. I see him on TikTok a lot. He is so foolish.
Nice.
He's so full of dumb. I love that for him.
He's doing a really great job, especially some of the later scenes that we'll get into later on.
Yeah,
like he's doing a great job.
I appreciate him because he just has that. To me, his face always makes me want to like hug him and be like, "What's the matter? Come here. What's the matter? What's wrong?
Yep.
Are you okay?" I care about him so much.
You care about him.
I feel like I want to take him away from that and send him to Camp Half-Blood because at least he's around other kids that have random powers, and I think he would just genuinely be happy there because Percy and Annabeth and Grover will get his ass all the way together on what actual doing good is, not faking this bullshit. How to actually go out and be a hero.
Yeah, I have some thoughts on his situation that we'll talk about. We'll talk about later when we get there.
Yeah, when we full get into that.
I have some thoughts. Yeah.
All right. So and our first look at Sage coming in the beginning here is, they moved the meeting up. I guess the milk juice milking was good that morning, and it was like, you know what? Let's go on and get started early, but don't tell Sage.
Trying to
leave her sitting somewhere else.
And you know who that was?
How do you exclude the mastermind?
Nothing but Firecracker, because her feelings is hurt.
Like Firecracker, come on, bro.
She don't be
Firecracker got into his head thinking he don't need Sage, and he can.
Her brain ain't big enough for this game, though.
No, she got a pea-sized brain, and so does Homelander.
Wait, hold on, wait. I wrote it down. What the hell did Sage call her?
Oh man, she be coming out the woodwork these names. I'm like, ooh.
Daisy Duck.
What was it? Daisy Duck Dynasty. Yes. Yeah, Daisy Duck Dynasty doing math, and that blew. You could see the hole that it blew in Firecracker's brain for a second because she stopped. No, yeah, you can't say anything to that because, bitch, what are you talking about?
Why?
Why are you even here right now trying to run anything? The biggest thing about you is you're a fraud that caters to bullshit, and you know that.
Mm-hmm. Trash.
Huge fraud. She's
like, trash. Bro, just come the fuck on.
Trash. I can't stand Firecracker so much.
She's
like,
she's
so leeches. Ridiculous.
She's like, I need attention leech. Like I can't.
That's literally her superpower in my book. It is. Because like you claim that all of this shit is wrong with you, and here's all this nonsense. And you know what? I get it. You had some traumatic shit when you were a kid. I understand. And you took it out on the chick that did it. Cool. But she fully recognized where she was wrong, and she actually apologized to you. But you don't want the apology. Because the way you're going to function is to continue to drive the random blown up hate on any sheer platform that she's titled. Like, why is she your arch nemesis?
I'm just like, girl, grow up at a certain point in your life.
Seriously, exactly. And I understand, again, it was fucked up what she did, but y'all were children, bro.
That's like years ago. I'm tired.
And she has bettered herself. She's trying to better herself. She even tried to apologize to you. She recognizes where she was wrong. But here you are with this bullshit. Killing yourself to give breast milk to a dude that has the emotional age of a 9-year-old.
And like she has to understand that anybody who's at his side has died or has been like, I don't think she does. So
I don't think she does. Look at the surprise that she had on her face when they were in there talking to Webweaver.
Webweaver, yeah, I said web slinger.
I mean, look, that last scene, it might as well have been that.
I'm like, I don't understand. Like,
she had the nerve to look shocked that Homelander ripped him apart like that. Like, girl, what do you mean?
What? You'd never seen him.
Do you not know who he is?
No, nobody knows. Nobody knows who he really is outside of his facade that he puts on. I mean, he did kill a person in public, that one time, and everybody saw it, but he didn't get in trouble at all for it. But like, as far as she knows, he's not like a random murderer. So that was brand new for her. You're in the team now. So
exactly. Now you get to see how he truly is. He doesn't care about
now you know. Now you know. And he's already your boobies are not going to keep you floating. You don't have the Sitwell. See, that's the difference between her and Sitwell. Yeah, Sitwell had the boobies, but she also had the intelligence.
And the title.
Do not. And it's exactly what RJ's saying right here. You're mediocre. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I feel like mediocre is generous.
Yeah,
generous for her.
She knows she ain't worth shit. She knows it. That's why she had to do what she had to do to get herself some importance, because he wasn't going to listen to her or even acknowledge her otherwise. He was like, "Bitch, why are you in my room?"
But why are you here? But see, she's already lost the flavor that quick though, and for whatever reason, she doesn't see it. I don't get it.
I feel like she's definitely dying next season for sure.
I'm surprised she survived this season. I thought she would die.
I thought so too. Look at that.
She's only alive because she got into Homelander's mind because he's a simpleton.
Only for now. Because actually, you know what? If next season, if Stormfront actually does get up out that hospital, come back next season, she will not stand the chance. And it won't even be any big thing. It'll just be a little blip. Stormfront will peep her game off rip and do the little boop little flick of her finger, and that'll be the end of Firecracker.
You don't think they might get along?
No. I think she's going to try to get along, but she will very quickly see that Stormfront's not going to take anything from her.
And Stormfront would have his favor.
She's a hardcore lackey, and she's a lackey to Homelander. And if Homelander and Stormfront are working together, I could see her being a lackey for both of them, basically, just a pawn that they could use if they so chose. She's useless. If they so choose,
she'll say something that Stormfront don't like, and Stormfront will kill her.
She has a platform though that they could use, and she's a Muppet. Like, they can tell her to say whatever, and she does have the TV show now. Share their agenda. Yeah,
moved her way up to the TV show.
It's just so stupid.
It's
trash.
She annoys me. But moving on into the episode, what happens next? A-Train, I think, was in the hall. I don't know. That wasn't a hallway. It's like a little secret passage. It seemed like in between the walls or something or other. And I kind of have a continuity question about that. How was he able to hide there and get away with it? How did Homelander not like hear his heartbeat through that wall, or how did he not see him that he was hiding back there?
He either A, might not have cared, or B, it's like he has to activate it and pay attention to it. Like, it could just be just random noise to him if he's not focusing on who the fuck it is.
Yeah, because he would hear everybody's heartbeats all around him all the time.
Okay, yeah.
So
that just seemed wild with this shit that they were talking about. It just didn't make sense to me that he wouldn't know he was back there. But anywho's let's see. I think we had a Starlight talking to her mom on the phone.
That shit, bitch. I'm not talking to you.
To Donna, that broad. She's trying to tell this woman that, look, some shit is popping off. I don't want you to die.
Go be safe somewhere.
Do me a favor and go over here. She's, Christmas in the desert. Well, that'd be great. You'll be safer with Jen in Sedonia. I don't give a fuck about your dumbass church group.
I don't care.
Because I'm sorry, the way that church groups be acting on this show, like, look, y'all ain't Christian at all. Okay,
listen,
as much hate and shit that y'all be spitting out, don't come at me with that.
I just don't have time. Like,
oh yeah, you're right. That's one thing that just bothers me.
I'm like, if you don't, I lick my hand and slap you. Get out of my face. That's what I wouldn't even bother. I'd be like, hey mom, some shit's popping off.
Hey Chantal,
and I need you to move out to get to safety. And she's like, no. I'd be like, okay, all right.
Okay, well, you know what? Stay there.
Stay there. Stay your ass there.
Stay there. And if somebody finds out who you are to me, cool.
Bye. Okay, I'm not.
Maybe I'll come to the funeral when I hear about it.
Only once.
Maybe.
So I'm just like,
yeah, Chantal. YouTube is trash at notifications.
Notifications trash.
I'll
get it tomorrow. Either I get it when she hits the live button, or I don't get it until like an hour and a half into it, or the next day.
Yeah, which is absurd.
Trash.
Even if you click like give me all of the notifications and all that, yeah, it doesn't matter. They don't care.
It does. It's trash.
There is one thing though that I was saying, how she was trying to lecture Starlight about, the Starlight brand, and then they get to the end of the thing and she's like, well, why did Huey keep your suit then? Bitch, how the fuck did you know that Huey kept the suit?
Did she know that?
He probably had to come get it from her because Starlight definitely didn't want it.
Did she have it?
He said he dug it out of the trash.
Oh, well, I have no idea then. Unless she threw it in the trash and he was there with the trash, there's no reason that she would have known that.
Or maybe he lied.
I'm just like, bro, I don't have time for this.
You told her, mom?
Once again, men not listening. She said she didn't want to do that no more.
Right, she said she didn't want that.
I said what I said.
Which
I don't want to be
Which really comes
anymore.
in clutch. It really comes in clutch with this fucking suit because, bro, how many times has this woman told you, I'm trying to separate from that persona. I don't want the suit. And later on in the episode, some things happened with her in that suit. And it wasn't exactly that, but there was the scene after when she ended up in that fanciest dress when that comes in. I was like, okay, you bro, how are you not side-eyeing, my dude? Something's off here.
I don't
you know all of this woman's quirks, and you could see there were some places where he had a questioning look on his face, but like, bro, Huey, I need you to do better, my guy. Please do better.
Just the pay attention to this of it all.
Hey, Amy. Done with the Arkham Horror game. Oh, I've watched gameplay of that. I haven't played it myself.
I'm good.
But it looks like a fun game.
I'm good. I got to start playing for
my religious
family. They hate on everything. Oh, yeah. And they're also some of the biggest hypocrites. You are correct.
It's frustrating.
Are you sure we're not related? I feel like our West Indian bloodlines have touched, because that sounds very, very, very status quo.
Full of the frustrations. I'm just like, I don't want it. So I understand why she's like, I need you to listen to me and understand that this is not something I want to go back to. Huey, I need you to focus and understand, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. This is not something I'm going to go back to. Okay. I did not like that persona while I had to do it, and I don't like it right now because it doesn't represent me. I'm not going back. He's like, oh, okay, I'll throw it out.
I don't want to put it all on men that men do this shit, but sometimes men do this shit where they just don't listen to you.
They don't.
Like, you speak, and they're just like, okay, but in their head, they're still like, I still want to do what I want to do. I still want you to be what I want you to be. So he's like, as much as you told me you don't want to be Starlight, I'm still going to save the suit because I feel like
you might want it sometime.
You might want to. You
just in case.
Just in case.
What do you?
After I've told you. I've spelled it out.
How many times?
Alphabetically, numerically,
directly.
Yep.
Indirectly, like so many times that I'm done with this persona, and here you are still saving the suit.
Trash. Yep. Trash. He's a big trash bag.
It's right. It's wild. It's so wild.
It's frustrating.
But we get to Butcher and all of his nonsense that's going down. He comes in, he tells the team about Samir.
About time.
And of course, right. And of course, then they come in to say, wait, hold on. We found his foot though. You cut off this man's foot?
He saw it a little bit.
The Butcher's like, okay, calm down, guys. I did what I had to do. But look, I'm here telling you.
Exactly. Like I'm telling you right now, like nothing happened.
I'm telling you right now, like, yeah, he's alive. He's fine.
Okay, I cut off his foot and I had him working on recreating the virus, but everything is cool, man. He told me like, hey, listen, like in order to make it strong enough for Homelander, it's got to take out everybody. But I'm telling you, so I didn't go through with it.
Like that, dude, that doesn't absolve you of anything, sir. That doesn't make anything that you have done okay. Like Butcher in these last 2 episodes, the character that I want to punch in the face the most, this guy. And granted, that's supposed to be his character, but normally I can get behind.
Normally, it's
his
entertaining.
Antics.
You know what I'm saying? It's
entertaining.
It's not entertaining.
And most times, it actually still ends up going into the right direction where it's supposed to go. But now, these last 2 episodes, especially the last one, bro, Butcher, my guy. I need you. I feel like they were trying to do a little play with Moon Knight, how they did the thing with Kessler, which actually was a real masterful move. A lot of folks were I think they had us all the way up until then with Kessler until we saw what was really going down. That was brilliant in the way they were playing that. But now it's like he's in his like again from Moon Knight, like he's in his Jake Lockley persona, and he don't know how to get out of that, or maybe he doesn't even want to. I don't know.
I think he doesn't want to. At a certain point,
it's so absurd. Like all of the growth that we've seen you have, like personally, which was very needed all the way from season 1 up to now. You just said, fuck that noise. And now you're doing this bullshit because you didn't make anything better.
No,
doing what you did in these 2 episodes.
Well, see, in this episode, I was less mad at, I think the person I was most mad at was Frenchie, period. This episode was, I was real pissed at Frenchie.
I'll give you that.
So when Butcher had brought him
in,
on
some nonsense.
I was like, okay, yeah. And then he had the audacity to look at Kimiko and try to talk. Don't you Fuck say shit.
I appreciate you recognizing that about yourself, Reggie, and self-correcting.
Yeah. I was typing those exact words as you said it. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you can recognize that is. I'm not saying it's all men. I'm not generalizing. I'm just saying it happens.
It happens a lot. It happens all the
time. It happens a lot. Yeah.
Where people think they know what you want, or that you don't know what you want, and they're able to find it. You don't know
what's best for you. Yeah, or
because they're on the outside looking in. Like I get that, but no.
Right.
No, but yeah,
and women are not innocent in that either.
No,
it's a human flaw.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just wanted Frenchie to shut the fuck up and not talk to her after she'd been trying to talk to you while the entire time that she was in the he was in the jail, and she came to see you, and you avoided her, and now you want to get up in her face and be like, well, I'm just
you really right, and had nerve to look like you were so hurt when she got up and went about her business. But young man. Young man, dare you? How very fucking dare you? Be for real, bro. Yeah, Frenchie. Put it simply, you got some explaining to do. I
don't even want to hear the explain because I already knew what it was. He just feels like nobody else is able to relate to him except for the person was super in his feels with the woe is me. Like, you have somebody right here who's been through almost worse shit, dare I say.
Literally, your whole crew.
Trashy ass shit, and you have a whole room of people to talk to, but you refuse to talk to anybody because you just believe that your shit is so much worse than everybody else's shit. Bruh, all shit stinks.
I hate when people do that. I hate when they hold their guilt so much higher than like other people's guilt. Like you can't possibly relate to other people just because your shit's so tragic. But honestly, a lot of people have tragic shit. And sometimes a lot of people that that are friends with have tragic shit, and y'all can relate and you can talk to people and open up and share, and you don't have to go put yourself in jail for no reason.
Like literally, you turned yourself in, young man. Nobody was looking for you.
No one was trying to do any of that. These are old ass murders. Nobody's searching for the killers or anything. Like,
I mean, the only thing that's there is his word. Really,
I think he feels this guilty because of Colin and because. He
should feel guilty, especially where Colin is concerned, because his homegirl called him right. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
Yeah, he was fucked up for that. Like, how are you gonna
him and his self-control?
Screw the dude whose family you fucking killed. Like, that's what's fucked up.
And you knew that.
And you knew who he was. You knew who he was.
Exactly. Come on, Silverside. Exactly. He is extra dramatical. He is dramatical to the max for no reason.
He is
correct, and that's usually not his character. See, and that's one of the complaints that I've had for this season. Like, yo, this is supposed to be the boys. We all supposed to be here for the team. Yes, fuck shit happens, but the team handles it together, and then we go through and we course correct to get to the shit where we're supposed to get. But everybody's had their own stupid side quests, and I'm not taking away from anything that any of them were feeling. However, y'all can't be going on all these tangents all at the same time. We cannot survive like that. We have not been a team all season.
Let's get on one thing. Who said that? I can't believe I let y'all catch me. I can't remember who said that. Is that this one?
I don't remember.
Was it this show? I can't remember. But that's what I feel like.
I don't remember. We watch too many things. Listen, sometimes they all run together.
Too many things. But that's what I feel like. I feel like, what in the hell? What in the hell? Y'all are so out of whack. I can't.
And eventually, this is why shit ends up going so far left. And again, it starts with Butcher and his nonsense. But he got, obviously, after he's talked to them, we see that Frenchie came back in. Obviously, Mallory would have had to pull some strings because that what was it, Mallory?
Yeah.
Grace.
Yeah.
It was Grace.
I think her name is Grace Mallory. I think her name is Grace Mallory.
Okay. All right.
That's.
I don't know why I wrote down the names differently. But anyways, what I did like one thing in that scene where Mother's Milk was like, okay, look, I need to go take care of me a little bit. Here's this motherfucker right here. Look, you got the calm now, okay? You're back in command. I don't have the health for this shit. And they started to protest, but I passed out on the last mission during the fucking mission.
Had a full-blown panic attack.
That.
Not to mention he's been functioning with hives continuously. Like I couldn't do it.
Exactly. His anxiety was already tough to deal with, but now it's even more so that he's walking around literally shedding pounds just because he's scraping off skin. He's itching so much.
He's a hazard.
No, he needs to go.
He does a safety hazard. He's not. You can't depend on him.
He's not on point the way he usually is.
On point, yeah.
And at least he's smart enough. Step down. Exactly, smart enough.
Right, and he's smart enough to assess that and say, "Look, I gotta go. I can't do it. Here's this asshole right here. He can do it."
Even though Butcher now.
Well, I mean, but Butcher is just being off and ridiculous now. But he is still the one to put it together. And I do like that while they were trying to protest. And well, hold on, wait. I wrote it down. He's giving him back the con, and he's like, "Look, if you want to make this official, then go ahead and kneel. I'll anoint you with my dick."
I'll anoint you with my dick.
What the fuck? Otherwise, just take the damn command back, and I'm gonna go about my fucking business. I'll see y'all in the next meeting.
Exactly, and then from there, they pretty much split because he goes back home, right?
He did. We're usually not here Friday, but we have to reschedule. That's why I'm here on Friday.
Listen, the rescheduling that has rescheduled when they rescheduled.
Indeed. And now we're here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did have to reschedule the reschedule. Life be doing that, man. Life be doing that. Indeed. And yeah, so we get through this whole conversation. What is it? Butcher with the way he talks sometimes still does crack me up though. Huey asked him a question. He's like, "You know what? That is very insightful and germane." And then he says, "On that note, here's this motherfucker right here." And that's when Frenchie comes back in.
Trash.
And yeah.
I did pick up when he said that was insightful and germane. I was like, what the fuck is germane?
What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Why didn't you just bring him in the room with you when you walked in? Skip all this fanfare.
Said, okay.
That is both insightful and germane. May I present to you Frenchie?
Right. Seriously. But I will say though, the way he talks does make me giggle sometimes. I do appreciate that. But we see when Mother's Milk leaves there, he's trying to get everybody the fuck out of Dodge. Mm-hmm. He goes to see Monique and Janine. He's like, "Look, here's 10K. Here are your passports. Here are the tickets. I need you to get on a plane today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, right now. I don't care about your job. Quit. Look, you got 10K right here. You can go across where I'm sending you. You can go to Belize, get that transfer. You can live off of this for a good little bit. Get a job down there, and I'll come see you when I can if I make it. Look, shit is about to go crazy. If we lose, this election is gonna go down. If we win, it's gonna be even worse. So I need y'all not here. So if I got to go in and do some shit, they can't use y'all against me, and y'all are safe. I need y'all out of here now." And lo and behold, somehow now, ma'am, what do you mean you want all y'all to be a family again? Where did any of this come from?
Because she understands how serious it's like. He is pulling out money, shut stuff down, and I'm just like, I understand he was talking, and I just saw it. I saw her slowly, like, yeah, you get it.
Right, and she said that. She said that, like, okay, if you're doing all this, I get how serious it is. But for her to just jump right back in talking about, "Oh no, you got to come with us. I want us to be a family again," and all that. Like, wait a minute, hold on, ma'am. You was just now asking this man to go find Todd.
Todd is dead.
I understand that, but she has not. No, I'm saying she has not shown any inkling or anything like that she was ever looking to rekindle their relationship.
This just came out of nowhere.
So this just seems out of the blue here for me.
I think that the reason she separated herself from him in the first place because he was dangerous and he didn't understand that what he was doing is dangerous. And now he knows the shit is dangerous.
Her husband,
Todd.
Yeah, she's all about Todd.
Big Dick Todd.
Big Dick Todd. His big white dick.
Come on.
She was all for that up until Todd died. And I guess now she's like, well, Todd is dead. Let's be a family.
Not the booty web.
Oh, God. Well, now because I feel like she understands that he is understanding why she didn't want to be here in the first place, why she separated herself from him. It wasn't because she didn't love him. It's because the shit that he was in was going to get everybody killed, but he felt like he had to do it anyways. Now it's like, listen, you got to leave.
I mean, but he still feels the same way, though.
Well, right now he's like, I would love to follow you, and he wants to follow her, but now he actually, like, at this point, it's so far gone that the only thing he can do is help them get out, because before he wanted her to stay with him while he was doing the fuck shit. Now he's like, the fuck shit is real serious. Y'all got to get the fuck out of here. She's like, so you understand now. You see my point.
During the fuck shit again, why would she come back to the fuck shit?
I mean, right? See, that's what I'm saying.
She's trying to get them to leave. She wanted to go away from the fuck shit together.
She knows him well enough to know that he can't do that.
And that's why she was like, listen, here, you can try to do whatever you can, but can we just go? All of us leave together. Just all of us get the fuck out of here and never come back. Excuse me. But of course, you know,
just like A-Train said.
We try, man. We be out here. We love to make the people smile.
That's my favorite thing about A-Train, because A-Train is like, listen, I am neck deep in this bitch. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the tower with this man. What do you mean?
No, my favorite part with A-Train was like, what, you got printed out board passes? What is this, 1994?
He was like, okay, I mean, where do you think that I'm supposed to go or something? It's like, motherfucker, check Priceline. I don't know. I'm trying to do what the fuck I got to do. Okay, why are you even here? But I seen everybody else going in and getting some stuff done for the plane, but you was the only one that didn't show up for the rehearsal. Mm-hmm. Your point? I have grown man problems to take care of.
But I think this conversation between A-Train and MM is one of my favorite conversations.
Yeah, it's one of the few times we've actually gotten to see it, and not even for just this season, but for the whole show. Yeah, one of the few times we get to see A-Train actually having some full-on growth and awareness of himself. Exactly. And allowing himself to be himself.
It's so good. He was like, I brought your ass to that hospital, and that kid looked at me, and I was like, I'm a hero.
Like I wasn't actually a hero, and there wasn't no cameras.
It was just
he was the only one there,
and I felt so good that I want to continue to try to do what I can to help y'all out. But if you bitch out and leave,
like this is your fault, okay? I was fine keeping my head under the water and just taking the checks. But now I have a conscience again and actually want to do good. You did this shit, motherfucker, so you got to come help me continue to do good. Where the fuck you think you going?
You gotta finish what he started.
He's like, you turned me to the light side, and now you're trying to bounce.
You're trying to leave? You're trying to close the door?
Exactly. Bruh, you didn't tell me I was supposed to be your replacement, okay? That wasn't part of the contract.
No, thank you. No, thank you. So I appreciate that. They both were just acknowledging that they both were scared. They both knew what had to be done, but they were just terrified of what was going to happen. And I was like, at this point, y'all are too far in to stop. So I agree with A-Train. Y'all got to get it to fuck together. You gotta
I get that
together.
I totally feel exactly where MM was talking about that though, because it killed my dad. It killed my granddad. It almost killed me. And I'm trying to not do that. I'm not trying to leave my baby girl out here without her father.
Yeah.
So I get both of them on the same fronts, and I really do. I think that's probably my number one or number two. No, my number one A-Train scene throughout for the whole series.
My number one A-Train scene
because he's being for real with himself and finally with someone else. So I really dug that they had them have that conversation.
Yeah, because now they both know they got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, he told MM. He said, "You think Homelander and them can't come to Belize?
Can't come to Belize?" And he was right, because right there, MM was. We didn't see him say it to Monique, but he was packing to go ahead and okay, well, Butcher back, they can get it, and yeah, he was about to go get on the plane, but he can't do that now.
But that stuff would have spread everywhere, just like it is right now. Like,
starts
here and it spreads. So
they would finish what they have to finish right here in the now, and then once they're done, they're gonna go check out the stragglers. And oh wait, he went to Belize. Okay,
it's not even like check out the stragglers. I'm just talking about like their movement of superiority is gonna spread throughout throughout the world. So there's no way that he would be able to be safe with them running the shit like they're gonna run it.
Like he would have to build like the Fallout bunker to end all bunkers.
Yes, and never
where Homelander could not get there and never have to replenish any resources. Everything that they need would have to be able to be gotten down there. He would never be able to set foot or live a regular life in the world ever.
Trash.
Literally.
Trash.
Oh man, all right. So and I'm looking on my notes. I always have random things on my notes because DJ likes to do that trivia session at the end of every episode. And like the one random thing that I just scrolled past is, Black Sheep is on MM's t-shirts. The things that you would not think to recognize and commit to memory, that's the shit DJ be asking us. And me and Fandom literally be spending so much time.
I take the time to glance at his t-shirt, but I don't remember.
I don't.
I do.
I don't always notice his t-shirts.
Then after that, he
do like the theme. They've always followed the theme from season 1 with him wearing R&B or rap shirts, which I like. I think that's something very cool that they've had him doing. And we get into the fight when the boys get back. Well, not really, not all the boys, but Butcher and Huey and Annie, while they're at the office meeting, and Noir and Deep comes in. Deep, dude.
The Deep.
I just I wanted to see him die in this scene. I wanted that at the end. I wanted.
He's all like,
dude,
hey, I'm here
Deep
to kill
bothers
you.
the fuck out of me now.
Nobody's fucking scared of you. Like, shut
exactly.
up.
He comes in like, Homelander's had enough of you guys. We're here to take you out.
And Billy's like, oh, he sent you? And he was like, well, not just me.
He said the both of you. He was like, but see what he does realize here though is right now he technically isn't completely up to capacity to handle that, and also Starlight is not up to handling that because her powers are still on the fritz. Like, what for you guys that weren't here in the chat, what we've surmised about Starlight is actually with all the soups, their powers are very much connected to their emotional states. And also what I found out earlier in a little bit of research, when they're injected with Gen V, it takes into context like a lot of things that they are thinking even within their mind to add into whatever happens with their powers. It's very interesting. Here, Annie has been way on the fritz with a lot of shit. She's down and out. She doesn't really believe in herself too much right now, like not like she used to. So for her to like try to power up and do the Starlight super things, she can't. Does she still have super strength? Absolutely. Yes. And in that tussle, she absolutely fucked Deep up a couple times. And dude, when she took and put she pulled that same move that Homelander tried to do on her in the elevator, put both of them shits in Deep's gills and then lifted. Oh my like I felt that in my bones. Made
my gills hurt.
Oh, listen, I was like,
right, and I don't even have gills. I
don't have
even
gills. Even
like, thinking about it, y'all can't see, but I'm cringing like shit. It's just
if she would have just pulled out and just like did some major damage.
Right. Seriously, like why, bro? Why did y'all even leave him alive? And Butcher does end up having some funny moments again with his fight with Noir because Noir's ass falls asleep.
And then he starts
he was like, oh shit, this motherfucker has narcolepsy. And he tries to hurry up and get the gun, but he's not quick enough.
He is talking. Like, did he just speak? I know every single time.
Right. And Annie caught that too. Annie was like, wait, did you just speak? What the fuck? And I'm wondering if that's gonna come up.
And he
right, yeah, because nobody knows. And the real Noir, Noir won.
Fly.
I don't think he couldn't fly, but this Noir can. And I think that's probably going to be a very big thing next season.
It's hilarious. You
got to drive home. Okay, yes. Yeah, do not type anything until you are back home, bro. Please drive safely.
Do you remember when the new Black Noir was talking about leaving the 7 and going to perform on like Broadway or some shit?
Yeah, and like, somehow
they're going to let me fly. Did you know I can fly?
I'm not supposed to fly.
Deep in his bullshit, convinced him to stay.
Yeah, because he just I can't stand
Deep is such a fucking idiot.
I can't stand his character.
Such a damn idiot.
But that fight was very fun. The fight was really fun.
It's absurd. Indeed.
And MM came in with the machine gun thingy.
With the machine gun, it took him down. That knocked him out for a good long enough time. And then Annie was having like the full face on hit smash. You know, when they do the close ups, watching Deep get fucked up, and then she took the weight, smashed it on his brain, completely knocked him out. Baby girl, all you had to do was twist.
I would have kept going.
All you had to do was put your hand around his head and twist.
I'm gonna.
I don't understand why they left him alive. Noir, I get, because MM was totally right. No, we don't have enough time to try to sit here and switch hit and kill Noir. He's gonna get up and then he's gonna fuck all of us up. But Deep, you can take care of that right now.
And he's not a killer.
I don't get why they left him alive.
True. That is true. And he's not a killer. You're absolutely right.
True. Yeah. Fair enough. But MM and Butcher are.
Butcher definitely is. But Butcher was having an issue because he was trying to get Kessler to come out and it wouldn't come out. So he was like panicking and shit because he was actually feeling some hurt and he was dribbling and drooling and he was passing out and shit. So I get that.
I see. Well, when it comes to that whole thing with Kessler and the persona that's projected as Kessler, I think that tumor in his brain is sentient. And I think they're going to do something with that. Well, I hope they do something with that because it doesn't seem like it's just some random projection of a thing, because ever since Kessler's let him know exactly what was what, we haven't seen Becca. So what I wonder is, was it always just the tumor? I mean, granted, yeah, he's got a brain thing, so he's going to be seeing things, but was the things that he was hearing from those two characters just coming straight from the tumor because it understands him so intimately, it knew it had to do that to properly manipulate him?
It's because it's him, and he understands his self. It's his darkest demons working against him in his mind.
To get him to do what he really wants to do?
Well, no, see, and that's what I'm saying.
But he's not doing what he really wants to do. He's going against Kessler.
Yes,
against the darkest demons.
He's going against it because that also is a part of his personality. He isn't a complete asshole, not all the time, anyway. But that's what I'm saying. It seems like the tumor. Well, to me, I could be reading too deep into it. Y'all know I love to spin some tinfoil. I'm thinking that it could be sentient, so it's a thing that is acting with him, but technically it's still acting against him because it really doesn't have his best interest at heart at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's sentient, but I do think that it is a part of him that is trying to, like, it's like the angel and the devil on the shoulder. He's trying to figure out which one he wants to follow.
Yeah, kind of like that.
And
that's why Kessler at that moment wasn't talking to him, because he told him to leave him alone. He's like, "Oh, you want to be left alone?"
And he left his ass alone.
You know what?
When
the
he
silent treatment, right? See, that's the thing.
Ways. The silent
he said the silent treatment works both ways. That right? The tumor is venom. I mean, kind of. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think the way it's moving like that, that's what makes me think it's a bit sentient. I don't know. And Adamantium, I agree. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In this scene should have been the last scene we ever had to see Deep.
He should have been dead.
He's absurd.
He keeps making it to the next season, and I don't understand.
He still has the octopus to handle.
Waiting for her to tear him down. That part.
That's that part. I would have ripped them some bitches the fuck out. I would
clean off
and thrown them
clean off. There is nowhere.
Open.
Yes, exactly.
Bro, there is nowhere, no way at all. Deep would have been walking out of that room. It is absurd and ridiculous. Matter of fact, hold on. Speaking of Deep, did he do the do in this episode?
What you mean?
Or was it the last episode when he killed the Octopussy?
I thought that
was episode 7.
It was?
Yeah, that was in this episode.
Girl,
I don't remember where in the sequence, but yeah. After he goes home from this. Right.
Yeah, and he's mad. He goes back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's trying to find Sage.
Because he's trying to find Sage. Because they were in that little intimate moment. That was the bruh scene.
It was. But yes, because right after this, when they get back to Vought, they're bro.
And he found out that she got fired, and he was trying to get her.
Like, wait, no, you can't leave. I love you. And Deep was sitting in the wall like, bitch, what?
I said that too. I was like, girl, what?
I was like, wait, what do you mean? What?
He was like, oh my gosh, did she lobotomize herself before having sex with you?
What do you mean lobotomize? So what was Sage actually chilling with Noir, and she didn't need none of the extra shit from him? She gave him the real punani and not the fucked up punani?
She had to bust her brain open to get with the Deep.
Yes. That is hilarious.
That is wild. And honestly, hilarious. I wish they would. I need them to expound on that. I need the tea. Okay, look, Vought. I know y'all record every damn thing, whether they in that building or not. Okay, we need the tea because I would like to know.
Yes,
honestly, that could be a side quest, like 2-3 episode miniseries. The exploits of Sage.
This happened because he found out about her after she was dead. After the Octopussy was dead, because he went back into the room, was like, oh my god, because he couldn't figure out what, she was still dead. So either happened earlier in the episode or it happened at the end of episode 6. So if it didn't happen in 6, it had to happen earlier because she was already dead.
It had to.
When he found out about this.
Got killed in 7 because
so it happened earlier in the episode before he left there.
It was early in the episode.
You're right, because when Homelander was telling him to go find Starlight, he was
he was sitting there thinking about it. He was in a daze thinking about it.
That was after he had killed her.
So he's like, I'll do whatever the fuck you need to do. I'll do all the stuff
you kill the whole fucking ocean if you want me to. And even Homelander was like, okay, all right, bro, calm down.
That's not what I asked. But okay, so
I don't need the whole ocean dead, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? What are you going through right now?
Did not request that. So that's what happened. Right. Yeah, but that whole entire thing was trash. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it.
You are 100% right, Reggie. 100%. Mm-hmm. She treated him like the random ridiculous asshole that he is. Like, bro, you are here for just one purpose, and that is to give me the stabbing I want where I want when I tell you to give it to me without question. And he still had my girl in the damn disgusting closet with the algae blooms still not cleaned up in her thing. And one thing we talked about with the boys, my boys, Fandom and DJ, about this was they were saying that they didn't quite understand how she suffocated when she was fine on the bed with no water. And I said, well, my thought, and I could be wrong, I'm not a scientist, but I do watch a lot of things on marine animals. But what I theorized is that there's no like fresh air in the closet, so she couldn't actually pull in any air through her skin or anything, because it was what was it enough though for her? Was it fresh?
For just a few, you don't need fresh air, you just need oxygen, and it was only a few minutes. She died like that.
So
she didn't. She had 2 fake out deaths.
Okay. She
was sitting there waiting. It took a minute.
Them fake outs was faking.
Okay, it took like a few minutes.
As I feel like she might have been able to
any one of us could have been in the closet for at least like who knows how.
Well, yeah, but we're human. We don't need the water. We don't need the moisture that she needs.
On a bed in a bedroom. What's so fresh about that air? It's just a bedroom. It's all
she's still able to pull.
I think it was the fact that the Deep might have been helping her because he can breathe. He might have been like, because she was on him, like holding on to him and touching him.
She has, right. And any other time that we have seen her out of there, she has absolutely been touching him.
Been on him.
Okay, so good thought. I like that.
It could be something with that.
I like that.
Or he could have just taken her out for like 5 minutes, and he knew he had to get her back in there after the end of whatever they were doing.
No, because remember they were having sexcapades like on the bed. Like she wanted to get a threesome on, but his girl at that time wasn't having it. So yes, but she could be out of water. She could be out of water there.
I know, but not for like 25 minutes. So if anything, it could have been like a 5 minute. Well, no, I'm just saying like in general, it could have been like a 5 minute thing. because her over here gagging and like took a while.
You don't think she's dead? I mean, see, and that's the thing that's weird because well, why couldn't she have like skedaddled through some honestly through the door, or just played him and then just escaped after he left?
Well, there's also glass on the ground too, so I don't know if that mattered. If that mattered with her getting cut or something.
I don't know,
because he definitely.
I mean, I've seen videos with octopi getting out of much smaller spaces than she would have had to slide under the door. Just saying. So it's like Chantel was saying, I think it's possible. Maybe she might still be alive somewhere, but I mean, what would be the point of keeping her character though? And you know, by that note, why didn't you just take her back to the damn ocean? Like, if you didn't want to deal with that no more, just take her back to the fucking pier and toss. It's not hard.
Girl, listen, the Googles that be Googling.
He's such a jerk.
It says they don't breathe air, sort of. They hold the breath out of water for up to 30 minutes. Yeah.
See, these motherfuckers are aliens. Like, y'all know they got like a brain in all of their tentacles. They're are disgusting. So super freaking smart. And I think Tanya and Nikki had talked about this when they were doing one of their book reviews. And I think Tanya said, like, you know, octopi, like they're so smart and intelligent that they could probably come and rise up and take over, but they don't want to because ew, why come over here and be with the nasty humans?
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I'm like, there's got to be something with the glass, something with him like shattering and hitting down. Like, he definitely slammed down, so he could have like hit her as well. But I'm just like, that was gross, and it was sad. Just listen to her gasp.
Very sad.
And you had.
I mean, shout out to the White Witch though, Tilda Swinton, going in there and playing so the voice for her. It was cool.
Because then after
I love her as an actress.
After he realized that Sage had to lobotomize herself, he went back into that room and he was just like walking back and forth in circles. I'm like, at this point, hey, what did she say? What? She doesn't love you like I love you.
And she did. Yet she was getting in his ass. And also deep though, how very fucking dare you, my dude? How very fucking dare you? This is why he's one of the trashiest people on this show. The trashiest characters.
He's the worst character.
Just, like, bro, like what do you even do anything more? Like, see, I feel like he is the embodiment of what people think about Aquaman. Like, Aquaman in the comics is actually really fucking powerful. He doesn't just talk to fish. But this little asshole right here, all he does is pose for cameras and talk to fish.
And he can breathe on the water. That's it.
That's literally it.
Trash. I can't stand him.
It's fucking nuts. Are you home, sir?
Yeah.
Talking about switch to the laptop. You better not be in the car. Okay, cool.
Nope. And right above it says I made it home.
All right. Yep. I see. Yeah, we check on our folk around here at AK Watch. Okay, we care.
Yeah, but after that, don't we go to like Homelander? Because I want to talk about Homelander and that web stuff. Because that was disgusting.
Hold on. Let me make sure. All right, hold on. Let me scroll down. Oh damn, we're totally off the first page. Okay, yeah, that actually is. We have a small moment with Frenchie and Kimiko when they're bringing food to Samid, and they're getting ready to let him go. But of course, Samid, while I'm sure he's getting a different attitude and better treatment from Kimiko and Frenchie, he's been in here
with no leg,
with no leg, and being forced to do this by Butcher. So he's going to automatically be on defense mode, and I don't blame him for what he did. He finished the damn serum. You know what? Frenchie had to give him a little bit of pep talk, because first he was like, I can't do what he wants in this, and he looks around like, bro, this is a luxury. You should have seen the shit we had to deal with a couple months ago. What was doing stuff, and yeah, if y'all remember in season 1, that little basement dwelling thing that they had was disgusting. Just I don't even know how they used that bathroom. Just it was nasty. But basically, Frenchie said, "Yo, you're fucking brilliant, dude. Improvise. You can do it."
Listen, and my favorite line from the original Iron Man is, "Tony Stark made this in a cave with the box of stocks."
The box of scraps.
It's my favorite line. So he was like, I'm gonna need you to make something out
right,
of nothing, like I had to. Okay, you need to make $1 out of 15 cents. I know it's possible.
Like, what the fuck you mean you can't do this?
And that's why I was just laughing.
Like,
I was like, okay, just hurry up and do that. Just do that. So they were,
and he did it. And he did it. And also, shout out to that actor, because I don't know if y'all watched American Gods, but he played a character that had a name very similar to this name in that show also.
This character Samir is everywhere. He was the bad guy in NCIC or NCIS with the
NCIS
with
which
what
one
season was it? I think it had to be.
Oh wait, was that with
season 3?
Yeah, when it was with the that was the one that was centered around Homegirl, and he was on the team. That's when
Ziva,
Kate died. That's right. Yeah, damn.
Like when Ziva, all of them.
I totally forgot about that.
I remember. That
was so long. Okay, see, and again, what magic potion has he been drinking? Because he still looks like he just walked off that set.
He looks the same.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Damn, that is a good callback. Thank you for reminding me of that. I love NCIS. Such a good show.
I joined the jam.
Indeed.
But we forgot to mention that after the fight with A-Train, he left. Like they went back.
He left. Yeah, he came. He came. Right. A-Train came in. He did his shit, and he was like, "Oh, y'all got it again? Good, cool. I'm out."
No, I mean like he left after when we saw.
He was
went
done.
To Ashley, and he was like,
he went to Ashley and said, "Yo, bitch, our spot is blown up. We need to leave immediately."
They know I'm the leak. We gotta go.
They know. Like, did you mention me? No, bitch. No, obviously, bitch. I ain't gonna do that. Come the fuck on. What you mean? Okay, but are you trying to go? No.
He said I didn't say anything, okay, which was true. He didn't say anything.
But you know who's about to say something? Noir when he wakes up. So we need to fucking go.
Yeah, we gotta leave
now. And poor Ashley is in the game way too deep. Can't think of any other way of surviving outside of staying there. And actually, one thing that happened a bit earlier was Homelander had told her to make a list of everyone that could betray him, and obviously she's not going to put herself on that list. But they can't keep A-Train off, and everybody else that has too much information. They've been there too long. They know too much about the inner secrecy, so they all got to go. And but that comes into play more a little bit later, I believe.
But yeah. So he was like, if you're not going, I'm going now. And she was like, before you leave, take that chip out and Godspeed.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Don't forget to remove that chip. So yeah, kudos to her. Kudos to her. And she really was in there reminiscing about, right. Yeah. The I think the pan around of the camera when like we see her looking around the office and it centers in on that picture of
with the
young, innocent hair. Ashley that still wanted to be. So yeah. Yeah, you know, she was still bright-eyed and bushy-tailed then, and she thought she could change the world, but yeah, that didn't work out. And now you're stuck because the one person that could have gotten you out of there safely is now gone, as he should be. He made the right decision. Kudos to him for even coming back and giving her a heads up. I think she genuinely just feels trapped there. No matter what is thrown at her, she feels trapped. Like you saw the shit that was going down with Sage. Well, she was still in there navigating that.
I feel like no matter what, eventually somebody would have come back to find her because she knows all of the secrets. She knows everything. She is the Vought number one CEO, wasn't she? Like she was supposed to be the CEO.
She took Sitwell's job after Homelander killed her.
And then she took Edgar's job after Edgar got kicked out.
And then she took Edgar's. Yep.
So she was essentially in charge of everything. She knew every dark secret Vought had to offer.
Every single thing. And she helped orchestrate most of it.
Why wouldn't she go knowing
because they were not going to stop to find her? They were going to find her no matter what. She knew too much. There was no,
she knows too much. Yep.
Oh, well, they were going to hunt her down and find her.
Isn't it 100%. Better to take your chances escaping versus just sitting
I would have, but she was just like at this point.
Yeah, she's sadly still that she's in a very hopeless situation right now.
Like I'm stuck.
She saw that she was stuck and actually one thing that happened earlier in the episode that I didn't put in the notes, but I was just reminded of it. She fired her assistant. And she said specifically, no, he is the
she
best
didn't fire
assistant that I have. Well, she didn't really care about Ashley. She doesn't care about Ashley, but she cared about that guy. And she said he was the best assistant I've had, but I had to fire him so he can get the fuck out of here clean and nobody will go after him.
I was so mad.
But she couldn't tell him that.
You should have fired Ashley as well.
She don't care about Ashley.
Trash.
That's the thing. She doesn't like it. Ashley is one of those points that she uses to vent her frustrations on. Sadly, so that's what it is. So while that's happening, you know, she kind of is okay for a minute until she overhears what's going down. But that's actually a little bit later. Yeah, so we'll jump on that. So we got A-Train coming in. Episode 8. Yeah. When Kimiko here with Samid, he finished the thing, and when they were going to let him go, I mean, I think Frenchie probably should have led with, okay, look, we're gonna help you get out of here. Thank you, do all that, but he didn't do that, and Kimiko got stuck with the virus because he was off his chains. Again, Kimiko and Frenchie were a lot nicer in their prisoner keep. And he hobbled himself out of there. And one thing I did, DJ brought up while we were talking about it, and I feel like he was right. It was wrong, but he was right. Mans is hop along, skip along McGee right now. Frenchie, I get it, but you took the time to get that part of the leg off. That was quick thinking.
You guys still got her.
You got it before it spread. You still could have went and caught this man.
Where was he going to go with one leg?
He was just now getting out. I'm sure he was only getting out the building as the leg came off.
He wouldn't know how to get out of the building because when he came into the building, he was unconscious and had to slap his ass awake.
It doesn't matter. You know why? Because plot.
Exactly. I'm like, he left the building. This man would have been hobbling in the hallways trying to figure out which way is the exit.
Exactly. He doesn't even know where he's going, but he still got away.
But he got away. Okay. All right then. All right.
Frenchie was way too worried about Kimiko to even.
That is true.
I mean, no, I understand that. Okay, see, hold on. See, while you sitting here worried,
Kimiko first,
leg next.
Okay,
later.
Okay, see, here's the thing. Where and I know it's petty, but I feel the need to voice it anyway. You did all this to chop that foot off, and to make sure that poison bad blood doesn't get to the rest of her body. But then you didn't move the leg after you cut it off,
the blood and the bleeds,
and you didn't move. You didn't move her. It's still right there, mixing and mingling. Sphinx, you can correct me if I'm wrong because you actually have the medical knowledge. But wouldn't, because the bloods are mingling, wouldn't something be able to just like travel back stream to follow it to get back to her leg anyway?
Bloodstream. Yes, exactly. So that should have been done, and she.
That's another plot hole.
Immediately away from the amputation area and away from the amputated leg,
and cauterize that shit right now.
Cauterize, yeah.
Like, granted, it's gonna grow back. We know because it's Kimiko, but still, you need her to be conscious right now. Cauterize it. The freaking rest of the thing will grow back. And we won't have so much blood to deal with. But then while that's happening, while you move her across to a chair or something, matter of fact, put her on the floor. Even that would have been better.
Do that. You could have just picked her up and turned it to the side.
To another, just anywhere else.
Just turn her to the side and have her leg
anything.
Just put her on the floor. Like, put her somewhere
regardless of all that, though, you still could have ran out that door and caught that man. How did he manage to get all the way back to his baby mama?
I don't think he did.
And didn't she mention something?
No, I don't think so.
No, they never mentioned him again.
Oh, I thought she did. Well, where the fuck did he go then?
Hit with one leg.
Did somebody snatch him up?
Where were they keeping
because
him
he would have to find someone that he could trust to help him. And does he even know where he was? How could he get to those people?
Exactly. I don't even know where he was.
Outside. He's probably outside. But I get the importance of, Kimiko. Listen, at this point, I get outside and I'm just like,
yeah, for real. The some of the worst damage always happens to Kimiko, and I get it because we can't say that she's indestructible, but she will always regrow her limbs. I feel like she's the Wolverine character. Like even if they put her in a blender, and she'll still be able to reform and grow back into a person.
Newman said
like a Deadpool character.
Deadpool. I think Deadpool can also do that, but I know there's one comic where the Hulk actually ate Wolverine, and the way the Hulk died is because Wolverine's parts came back together in his stomach and he busted out.
Oh God!
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I think Kimiko has that same power. Newman said he found her with one leg. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I'd heard that. He did get back to her.
He found her with one leg?
He did get back to her. Yep, the old man Logan. Of course you would know that, adamantium pizza. Of course. I appreciate that. You say if you cut her in half, would both halves grow back? I don't think so, but that is a very interesting question.
But the second part definitely would have a virus in it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to say no, because any limb that we've seen her lose doesn't grow back on its own.
Otherwise, there would be pieces everywhere.
Yeah. Or I mean, there would be copies of her everywhere if that happened. Because I say you cut off the Z's leg. No, the leg that was the part of her leg that was attached to her body still. Yeah, that's going to regenerate. He was asking if like that other half of the Z's leg, if that could have grown back.
Oh no,
that's not how it works for her.
That's detached from the body. It's no longer.
Yeah, only the part with her brain. Well, see that's the thing. That's what he asked. If you cut her like right in half, like from the top of her head all the way down the middle, which side grows back? That's an interesting thing to think about. I don't think it would be both halves. I think it would just be one. I just don't know how they would choose which one. Interesting thought, though. I would really like to do a deep dive and explore her powers. Okay, so after all of that happens, it goes back to Homelander. Homelander leaves Ryan a voicemail because he called him about the lines and the dumb shit. Yeah, the dumb shit on that message. Like, look, I just need you to suck it up real quick, buddy. You know, get this done, and the end, everything will be all right in the end.
After he spent all of last episode trying to make sure he understood what his son needed and wanted, and didn't force him to do anything. So you're done.
Exactly.
You done.
Because now, while you're doing that, he sees that no, you don't actually care about what he thinks.
You don't care
about anything. You switched up on this kid that quickly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you think he didn't notice, I think you're deluding yourself.
Yep. Which is kind of sad. I do feel bad for Ryan because he's just trying to find somebody to
absolutely.
And he's hoping that his dad will be the one to care for him, and it's just
right. And Homelander keeps proving him wrong, but he's fighting. He's fighting himself against that because while he has half of his heart, I would say actually no, all of his heart, and like half of his brain is Becca, but there is that other half that is still tuned into Homelander, and he's a child. He lost his mom. He still wants to be near his dad, even though his dad's an asshole. He just doesn't know how big of an asshole yet. And speaking of that asshole, we get to that interview where Firecracker thinks that she did the greatest thing and she found the leak. And she takes Homelander down in the dungeons of Vaught to see Webweaver, who it looks like caught a couple strays to the face.
Stupid. And
Homeboy is in there.
So gross.
He's nervous.
So gross.
And being ridiculous.
We know the smell. She's like,
just
because Homelander, with the senses, he walked in there. He was like,
wait, hold
bitch,
on.
why you bring me in here? Bitch, why you bring me in
like
here?
That. Like I feel like it's like when you go to the petting zoo and like the goats. And even the reptile exhibit usually just has a distinct funk. Yeah. And you mix all of that with Badussi and
not Badussi,
and then you toss in then you toss in like that old person sweat that like when someone is in hospice and sickly because it's just I'm just saying, I want the people to understand the level of stank and functified that this room was.
We haven't even gotten to this disgusting yet because
this is just the smell. This isn't even the action of what is making the smell. I don't know if we could call it juicy. I like the word juicy. I don't want to put.
And I was like, sir, why are we in this room this long? Why are we? But you can tell that the moment he walked in there and looked at her, he heard what he was saying because you know how he's a truth detector. He can use all the signals just like what's his name, the Batman guy, the whole guy, just like him. Tech Knight, just like the whole guy. Who? Just like Tech Knight, he can tell when you're lying because he can hear your heartbeat.
He can hear your heartbeat. Cue into all your bodily senses.
He's listening to her be like, oh yeah, so he said that he was going to tell him what you told me, and he was listening to him and he was just like, so how did you know that Newman and I were having a meeting? Okay, so you really didn't know. Okay, and while he's like interrogating him, all this stuff is coming out his back, and I'm just like, it's coming out his back.
It's because first of all, why is that where the web comes out of?
Put my feet out.
How did and I know he can control it, but why does it come out from there? That makes no sense. And I don't remember what the question was they asked him, but he took it to mean that they wanted to know like how the web shooter worked. He was like, "Oh no, the suit has like a specific hole in there." Like, wait, hold on, bro.
Homelander asked him, "How does it work?" And he said, "Well, there's a hole in the back of my suit."
No. So how does
it work with
Butcher?
With Butcher, what did you do? What was the play? He said, "Oh yeah, he like he brings me drugs and like he asked me questions and I tell him stuff." And Homelander for a second was looking like, "Wait, what? You did what?"
He was like, "So you don't know nothing? Got it."
So you're right, like you don't know shit. Because again, Firecracker is a fucking idiot. And she doesn't know how to actually do a good job. She's used to making up fake news
with low hanging fruit at that.
Very low hanging fruit. What's good, Luke? Very low hanging fruit. For real.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, yo, shout out to Luke. Luke was on a discussion panel with us, House of the Dragon, a couple weeks ago. Y'all go check that out.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I honestly, literally can't. So
yeah, it's just the whole time they're in this interview. Baby Boo, he was like, I'm sorry, I can't control it. I'm not like basically he had what the elder folks in my family and my great grandma would always say is called chuanawi. Basically, that means you have the shits, you got the bubble guts, and he had the bubble guts of the web.
Those are nervous boo boos. That's what we call them.
Which just
nervous boo boos.
Like he
gross.
He did not put up a fight. He was trying to be cooperative and say what needed to be said so he could just leave and go home. Meanwhile, all of this stuff is coming out of him. And he at one point he says, "I don't feel good." And I'm like, well, yeah, you just lost about 80% of the liquids in your body with these web shittings.
And not to mention he's probably high and like coming down off some shit too.
And he's coming down off of some shit. You can look at him and tell that. So yeah, baby, he needed a nap and a lot of water.
He got a permanent nap. He got a permanent nap.
Yeah,
he did.
And this is the part where when we were talking about earlier with Firecracker and her bullshit.
Stupid.
Homelander literally rips this kid apart.
What did she think he was going to do?
That's my question. She stood there looking like when the blood hit her face, like she was like, "Oh, just." And she was traumatized. Homelander walked out like it was just another day because it was just but he's literally for me, I know, look, when you met me, I know that was like the greatest day of your life. But for me, it was just Tuesday. That's the attitude that's a Bison reference for y'all old school cheesy movies. You know what I mean? That was the cute. Homelander did his shit. He walked out, and the camera pans back to her, who cannot move in that moment right away.
Don't understand what
she's in shock. I don't know either.
A murder before,
but still, what did she expect Homelander to do? Like, say, "Oh, you're arrested."
Look at the shit. Look at the shit that he's already done.
She probably did expect him to arrest him. In she doesn't know that he's a fucking psychopath.
Damn right.
Well, now she knows.
R.I.P. Raul.
She knows.
I mean, how could she not know though? She's seen him go off on people before. Not a whole lot, obviously, but she's seen. That's weird that she thinks Homelander wouldn't kill. And I don't get, even with all the propaganda and hyping the 7-Up, I'm sure everyone knows that he has killed some people.
That's bizarreness.
So yeah, it was wild to me that she looked that shocked, which again just to me speaks of her intelligence, because bitch, again, what were you expecting? You clearly didn't do the homework. You did not understand the assignment that you have so easily put yourself up for.
Okay.
It was dumb.
And we did forget a kind of a major thing that talked about from the beginning to the end of the episode, but we can all hit it in one fell swoop because it's pretty much one giant story.
Yeah, drop
with
it.
Them
drop it.
Going with the team, Butcher, Annie, and Huey going to find that shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that was a really good sequence, a really good introduction, because I was confused. Well, let me know. Like, I thought, even with like the shapeshift thing, I'm gonna say they because I honestly don't know whether the original character is actually a man or a woman.
Many mans.
Yeah, it looked like they were able to like pull out razors like from their selves, but did they have a knife?
No, she had a knife.
She had a knife.
Was it? Okay,
yeah.
I didn't see the knife. All right.
But she was in the closet while they were looking because they had information from what you call it? What's
she's
her
not
name?
Special at all.
Sage sent up the information to send them to the place to look for the shooter, and they found the information in the paper for the assassination attempt. Yeah. And so while they were in there, I'm just like, y'all didn't hear nobody? Okay.
Exactly.
She was in the closet hiding, and they went in like, okay, are you okay? Like, oh my gosh, you're Starlight, trying to make it seem like, she rescued people. So of course they would know who Starlight is. That chick got up and was like, "Oh my gosh, you're burning up." She's like, "I know. It's like a furnace. I'm so hot."
It's like a furnace in here.
She thinks about it for a little bit, and Annie looks at her, and it's like, ah!
and then she takes off. Yeah,
she's gone.
Like for if she wanted, see, and I wonder if that was part of the plan, because if she wanted to fully keep her cover, she could have, but she didn't.
Mm-mm. Yeah, so and then she was running down the listen, the way I tried to edit all this out on the black lady got hit with limited ads. I was like, God,
that so sucks.
Because
they're doing that to a lot of people. They're doing that to a lot of folks now. Like
I actually had to start editing what I say. And I was like, bro, y'all tripping. Yeah. I'm not cutting out what I say. This is not for children.
Exactly. The channel is marked not safe for kids. So if you let your kids come and look, that's on you.
But with her running down them steps and like taking off, so first I was confused. I was so confused.
I'm like, is she getting you skin? I was like, is she murdering herself as she's running? Like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm assuming. Well, see, and if you need to shed your skin, okay, I understand that you're a skin changer. So, and for this show, they take things like that sometimes very literally. So, okay, fine. But why did you have to do it like that though? Like, you know what it reminded me of? It kind of reminded me of Lovecraft Country with Wumi, Ruby's character, with that skin change they always showed for her and for William and Christina. Yeah. No, we're not talking about you. I don't know if you watched Lovecraft Country, Sphinx, but there was a character in there named Christina, and she's a villain, but I'm kind of a fan. I won't tell you why. Yeah, she's kind of awesome.
Juicy stuff as well. It's very juicy.
It is. I would, if you have not watched Lovecraft Country, I would encourage y'all to go watch it. And then when you do watch it, come back over here and check out the discussions me, Manaro, and Meeks did when you're done.
Yeah, so
it was hilarity. That was the beginning of the auntie shenanigans on my channel.
I can't because while she was running down the damn stairs, it was like hitting the wall. Huey slipped.
Yeah, hitting everything.
She touched the old black lady and kept moving. And I was like, what is happening? And then when she got down to the bottom,
she did something when she touched the black lady.
I think that's how her powers work. She has to touch someone, and not just touch someone, but actually touch their skin. And then she can take over not just your visage, but also your whole persona, because the memories and all of that goes in, which is wild.
It is
like
wild.
Who were you before you got these powers?
She said the first time she shapeshifted, she was in preschool.
What the fuck are you gonna do with that? Like, you going to
Which
get your
is
kid and your kid is not your kid?
crazy.
What the fuck?
She shapeshifted into her preschool teacher.
Like, what do you do with that? Like, girl, can you turn back?
And when that happens, this is your origin story, because very clearly you have been a fucked up individual from the very beginning.
How do you get back to yourself if you just
learn how to control it?
Well, so no, I don't think you can, because remember they said like I don't even remember what I actually look like anymore. They've spent that much time in other people's skin.
That makes sense, because it seems like they just go from person to person to person.
Yeah, as they see fit, and not even for any mission, but just as they see fit. Somebody they might want to just fuck around with, and they are a psycho. Well, no, not psychopath, because Annie, I think, calls them a psychopath, and they real quick sociopath. Get that shit correctly, okay? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's wild. Where can you stream? I'm pretty sure it was an HBO show, so you should be able to find it on Max.
It's on Max.
Yep.
Yeah,
great. So as she ran down, she hit the bottom. She turned completely into the black lady and dipped out. And so went outside. They couldn't find her.
And that pause right there. She paused for a second when that final change to the black lady came in. She paused and looked back. And that right there is where well, yeah, you saw the eyes blink. Yeah, it looked very much like the V reptile human eyes. Lizardly. And what that said to me in that moment was they are a very cocky individual. They are very much thinking in their brains that you can't fucking touch me. I can do whatever the fuck I want to you.
It was more like
at any given time.
Like, you can't catch me. I leave out of here. That's it. You missed your chance. And she's absolutely correct.
And she was correct. The one thing I will say though that I liked about that is she didn't have to kill the person to take on their persona. So thank goodness for small miracles, because it's the boys. You know, they very well could have done it that way.
Since we kind of like skipped that a little bit.
Leads me to believe that the shapeshifter is not necessarily a killer, even though I know she's tagged to kill the president. Mm-hmm. But she didn't kill anybody in the flat when they found them. She didn't kill Annie. She just holding her hostage. I guess maybe because she needs to rejuice on her.
Well, yeah, she needs to rejuice.
Yeah. For Annie, she would have to rejuice.
So which is also a very
makes sense.
It's a very interesting concept to put into that too, because like immediately I'm equating her to Rogue's character. Like Rogue, if she has your powers, she only has them temporarily, except when it came to Captain Marvel, which is interesting because that's how Rogue got her flight powers. Is she did that to Captain Marvel, and that never went away. But all the other powers, they did. So it's interesting to see how they played that here. I think it was pretty clever in doing it that way.
Yeah. But
I do want to know more about this character, and sadly we won't know because she fucked around and found out.
Episode 8 she did. Yeah.
Indeed.
She learned.
But and we're actually on.
Yeah, that was it, because we missed that whole entire thing. And at the end of episode 7 is when Annie went missing, and nobody else knew.
This is when that we saw Annie come out the bathroom and go look at Huey, and when Huey looked over, she was in the Starlight uniform again. Stupid. I didn't think too much of it, but my senses did start tingling. And then in how things after the scene that happened after the, as Sheldon would say, after the coitus, that's what really clued me in. I was like, okay, wait, no, bro, that something.
And she showed up in the prom dress, and she was all like,
and Annie does not do none of that. Not only does she put that suit back on, but Annie is not a flashy chick. She's never been that way.
She said that she never wanted to see that goddamn suit again. So why would she put it on? Like, come on,
exactly.
Huey. So I get, listen.
And Huey's so full of himself. He's like, you proved me right. Like, I was right.
Why do you even still have it? Why do you even still have it? You said again in that scene that it's gone right now. Where the fuck did she find this suit?
It was in the hallway in a bag. That's the gone.
Huey, get your shit together, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Chantal, wearing that suit was a huge red flag because she had a whole speech about how she hated that bitch. She hated that bitch.
Yeah.
And I was like,
she had to tell you probably for like the 10th time.
Times, yes.
And I'm still wondering how the fuck her mom knew that Huey kept that shit. I don't know. I've had the side eye for her mom. I've had the side eye for her mom for a long time. I don't know what it is exactly.
I don't think her mom knows anything. I just think that she just don't give a shit. She's just a shit mom.
Because her mom's a fucking bitch.
She's in her feels that she can't coast off of the Starlight name anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I think her problem is.
Now all her friends know that Starlight had an abortion, and now she's like ridiculed at the church and all that shit.
Which, hold on, let me get you ladies' opinion on this, because DJ had brought up that he doesn't have beef with Starlight for having the abortion, not at all, but he did question though. Born soups is not a common thing. Ryan is literally the first one, and now we have that baby that was aborted, and DJ's thought was like, okay, y'all know this is not a normal thing, like this is kind of special. Why would you still do that? And
why would you still have a baby that you're not ready for?
That is okay. See, and that's why I wanted to see where y'all were thinking, but that is exactly what I said. There's no way, no scenario where that kid would ever be safe, because the moment, and they would find out, the moment Vought found out that Annie gave birth to a child, they're automatically thinking, okay, we got Ryan, but we might not actually be able to control him in the long run. And they would definitely go and try to get Annie and Huey's baby. So I think Annie made the right choice.
Me too.
I mean, first of all, outside of even any of the superhero shit, no, I think a woman has that choice to make if that's what she want to do.
No, well,
it's doubly so here, because that child's life would be in constant danger.
Damaris, I think
is Homelander born soup?
So.
No, he was very much created from the sperm from Soldier Boy and an egg from Stormland. What is her name? Stormfront. Yeah. He was not birthed. He was like created in a lab.
Test tube baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Ryan. Ryan would be the one, but I would never, ever, ever, ever put myself in a position to have to be worried about a pregnancy, worried about like Annie's power and that baby coming out, because that it's a baby, like that baby he picked up in that season 1 or 2. And it was like,
you don't know, because that kid. I mean, it's almost like was it Homelander? Or what? No. I think actually in the comic, there is a kid that was born that literally tore themselves out of their mother because of the laser eyes. And I want to say it might have been Becca, because I don't think she was still alive here in the comics.
Yeah, they tried to make that
during that scene,
like either in season 2, I believe, how the baby like ripped out of her stomach. And
Yeah.
Or season 1,
and
before
they pulled that from the comics, if I'm remembering correctly.
So,
that was the true.
It doesn't make any sense. One, she wasn't emotionally or physically ready for that. 2, that baby would have been another natural born suit, and Vought would have definitely come after that ass.
Target.
Oh, thank you. And they would have been able to stop
100%. Yeah, and there was nothing they would be able to do.
Not being ready for a baby, then having a suit baby.
That's a whole bag of marbles.
Look at the fucking life. Like Huey and Annie's life right now literally is like the ultimate crossover of it's the Goonies and Dungeons and Dragons rolled all in one. Like they are on all of the quests in this scenario, and you can't raise a kid.
There is a K-drama called Moving, where they had people with superpowers who were just born that way, ended up having kids with other people who had powers, and they were hiding their kids. And so one of the incidents was that this guy who could fly and this woman who had super hearing had a child, and they were like, okay, well, so far there's no powers manifested, cool. And then they woke up from a nap and that baby was on the ceiling, and they were like, oh shit.
Okay, well, let's plan around this. Okay, you know what, Damaris, this is why we are chat room friends. Monster Squad. If if you know, I will not explain any further. Indeed, Lady Jackie, what's going on, girl?
Hey, Jackie.
And I don't know if she will see this, but shout out to the homie Tanya of 1000 Today is her birthday.
Oh, happy
birthday!
Type a happy name day to Tanya in the chat, and I will make sure she sees those.
Yeah, so that's what I figure. I figure he's a little bit off on that one. Like, that's putting the target. It's hard. Like, it's hard. It's hard already with the regular baby, but with a soup baby, and then people after the soup baby. Like, and I mean, have time. We have time.
I think they made
that was the correct choice.
100%. I 100% agree. Yeah, that there's no way that kid would never been safe. It sucks. And it would like it's almost like do you guys ever watch the movie Looper?
A little bit of it. I didn't watch it.
It's it was kind of an underrated movie for me. It starred what's his name? That I always say Third Rock from the Sun because that's what the first thing I saw him in. But the young kid alien that was in Third Rock from the Sun. He's been in a bunch of other shit. He does a lot of underground work, which not Jared Leto. Damn it. What is his name? Y'all. There it is. Thank you. Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I was like, he's talking about Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that fine ass man. Yes.
And also such an awesome human being by all accounts. But in Looper, they're basically people have like telekinetic-esque powers, and there is a child that is born with like super tech powers because his mom was super powerful. She just knew how to properly hide her power. And eventually what happened is someone came for this kid because he was on the radar and they were sent to kill him. And he ended up escaping, but he was only able to do that because his mom sacrificed himself for her. And it went on a weird trajectory to the future. And it does jump back and forth in time. And what ended up is the person that came to kill him at that age that he was Jordan Gordon-Levitt's character. But it was an older version of him played by Bruce Willis. And basically he had to figure out how he was going to save this kid and still reconcile his life. So he wasn't even there to go and try to kill this kid in the future. And I know that sounds weird. It's very disjointed, but I'm trying not to give like super spoilers. Go watch it. It's actually a really good movie. It's one of those, I think, very underrated movies. The Rainmaker. That's good. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yes, indeed. Tell my lady happy name day. Yes. I texted her that earlier. I didn't say birthday because we're Game of Thrones homies, so I always say name day. But let's see. Got to. Oh yeah, that was how we ended that episode with Annie realizing she had been snatched and cloned, and now she's trying to get out. But the chains that she was in were super thick and buried in concrete. So with her powers on the fritz, it made sense she couldn't escape right away.
I looked at that thing and I was like, "Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to break your fingers to get the fuck out of there
quickly,
instantly." I said, "Girl, if you don't tuck it and just pop whatever you can out, you'll be fine. You'll be fine."
And what did she do?
Exactly. She has the super strength.
She sat for a very long time before she did that.
Put it in position. Take your super strength foot, crash down on your wrist, pull it out, and go. I understand. I know it hurts, but you're a superhero.
She didn't even need to do that because eventually later on in the episode, she's just like
she basically peels her skin off. To get out of that.
But she heals though, right? So she's fine.
She does. Yeah, by the time she gets to the vault, she heals.
Girl, I would have been like pop, cat. I would have broken my hands to be like this and just slid them bitches out. Nuts.
Right. The final scene for this, actually, because I do want to definitely transition to the next ep. The final scene for this is after we see the Mimic and Annie and whatnot, Ryan is back on the set, and I think this is the real show. Like before, it was the dress rehearsal.
rehearsal.
Here, they're actually live and doing the show. And instead of A-Train being the puppet that's next to him, it's Homelander. And it's when you see something, say something, random song that is absurd and everything that Ryan knows his mom would not like at all, and he stops the production. He gets up and he's like, he tried to go with it, but then his conscience took over, and he was like, nope, can't do it. Your family is all you have. They're not your enemy. Don't spy on your peoples. That's really stupid. Don't tear your family apart because of some random nonsense you heard on the internet.
Family's all you've got. Family's all you've got. But I just thought it was really funny that they were like, oh my God, cut the commercial. He was like, please don't cut the commercial.
Right. He was like, don't cut the commercial. Right. Like he wasn't going to hear that. Like, come on, y'all are not that far away. You know how good his hearing is. That's dumb. But there is a slight real world thing that popped into my brain when he said that, though. Like, spying on your families. Because I'm from Guyana, and if y'all know anything about Jim Jones, you know why I would know about him in that country. And he basically had that same setup with his cult of people. He had kids spying on the parents spying on the kids. It's a really horrible thing to do and mindset to try to put people in. So again, yes, all three of us, I can say, we all here at the Sphinx Productions, Meeks LLC, and AK Watch Incorporated, we do not stand families turning on each other and spying and shit. Don't do that.
No, it's not too much. It's exhausting. Why would you want to do that?
Don't do that.
Why would you want to do that?
Seriously.
Why?
Seriously.
Come on. That's family. Come on.
Right. Oh, yeah. It's dude, the world today is such a great precursor for 1984. If y'all have never read 1984 or watched the movie, go watch it. It's scary how accurate it is. But into this next, we start with the VNN Today Show. January 6th, top stories. It is 38 degrees in our lovely city. I don't know what city they're in, but it's 7:02 a.m. and the sun is shining. The weather forecast is partly cloudy. And in the video that first comes up, the first breaking news is Training A-Train, the biopic movie about A-Train, is canceled. And they have Ashley come in doing the most Vought thing that Vought can do. Ashley, in a little blurb, comes up, oh, we just realized we'd make more money from the write-off. And then it switches to the next story.
As it should.
As it should, right, yeah. That got the point across. I always like those little tidbits when they put those in. And here is where we get after Annie in the damn blue fancy prom dress. And that again was a glaring red flag. Huey, Annie does not do all that fanciful bullshit.
Okay.
Okay. I just saw that. I'm sorry, Sphinxy. Yo, go on. Give us your rating. I don't know. What are we doing? Like 1 out of 10 is the highest. Mimics.
Sure.
1 out of 10.
Skin changers. 1 out of 10 skin to 10 out of 10 skin changers. What are you giving these last 2 episodes collectively?
Collectively, I would give them a solid 8. I was very happy. Okay. I was very pleased. I enjoyed it. It was all eye-opening. It was all cringy. It made me look away from the TV because it was so nasty. And then like plot twists and turns. I was all for it. I loved it. I always love The Boys. The Boys doesn't disappoint. Like I don't remember ever watching The Boys and being all like, "Oh, that sucks."
Nope,
that sucks. But yeah, even the episodes that suck are still good.
Even the episodes that suck are still good. Yeah, it's just it sucks for The Boys per se.
Yeah,
but
it's
not
entertaining for
television.
Me. It's great.
Yeah,
man, this is fantastic.
Yep, indeed.
All right, man.
Yeah, I do have to go. Good night, everybody.
Sure. Yes, and you can find Sphinx. The links are below. Come back on Sunday. She will be on with us for the after show. And
we have to discuss doing a House of the Dragon theories and spoiler stream tomorrow. If you guys are down, because I was supposed to do it on Saturdays. So if you guys are up for it,
because I'm gonna be out and about and I have to work.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Meeks has what that's a 12-hour shift. 33.
No, it's not a 12-hour shift. We just have family stuff after I get off work. Thank God it's no more.
Okay.
But we could probably move it to the next Saturday if everybody's available, because that's after the season finale. So then we could talk about setup for season 3.
More theories. Yeah. Even better.
So okay, set that up, y'all. That's not going to be here. It will be on Sphinx's channel.
On my channel.
Make sure you click that link and subscribe.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for being here, sis.
You guys. Bye.
Bless you. Have a good weekend.
So.
Indeed. And then there were two. Indeed.
But you were talking about the TV show, and after what happens after that? See, I have the gist of what happened in the episode, so I just be all over the place.
And so Annie and Huey proposed to each other.
Oh God, that shit!
Fake
he's so
Annie.
Damn dumb. I'm so irritated. I'm so irritated. He still hasn't picked up on the fact that that's not Annie. Nothing she's saying.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There is a moment where they show him laying on the bed, at post CODIS.
After the proposal,
he gets that weird look on his face because she gets dressed and goes out, and he hears her grab her keys like immediately, and he knows that's not accurate to the status quo. And he gets the look on his face like, hold on, but he doesn't. He ignores it. Don't ignore your spidey senses, y'all.
It's so damn dumb. Like, I'm irritated at
super
Huey.
Dumb.
Because before the proposal and all that, I think during that she was just trying to distract him. So he was getting the information from that that Samir escaped, and they have the leg, and so Frenchie has to reverse engineer a virus from that leg. And so he was like, okay, so this is what you got to do. You got to go in here and you got to do all the stuff. You got to get the information on Newman and have that ready and set to go. And then she distracted him with the proposal, and then he had the sex and she left. And so when she came back from poking and prodding Annie, he was sitting there like, okay, well, all the shit's gone. And I was laughing because Annie face in the background, listen, she had me dying. She was like,
Joe, right? When Huey was on the phone, you could see she was like, oh no, clutching pearls. Oh,
exactly.
Gasp. Woe is me. Right. And Kuda, and again, I don't remember. I should know her name by now. I don't remember the girls' names. Who is it? Her last name is Moriarty.
That's her name.
Her last name is Moriarty.
Yep.
If that ain't some shit. And I'm not gonna explain that either. Go Google that name and you'll know why I like that connection. It's very nerdy. Yeah. Kudos to her because she played this random evil persona so well. Well.
So I did like that. And the conversation she had with the regular original Starlight was just really funny. And she was like, yeah, I told him that story that your grandpa, that's when I didn't realize at the time that's when she had all the memories. Because I was like, how in the hell did she pull that story out of her ass? Oh, she gets everything. Oh, that sucks.
Can we also talk about how if Tech Knight wanted a sidekick, he should have actually got the mimic?
No,
because see, like he said, you can make holes, but what the connection was for me is they started that conversation with Annie saying, oh yeah, me and Hugh proposed to each other, we had sex, we did butt stuff, and he loved it. And that's something that Hugh and Annie themselves have not actually explored before. He didn't
figure that out then either. Like, I'm just so frustrated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Huey,
he was like, 2 fingers was a lot, sir.
You know your woman's cues, and you really don't think something's wrong when all of these things start happening that are out of whack,
sir.
Like a complete 180 in her persona.
I can't.
My dude,
I cannot. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We were rooting for you, Huey.
We were.
But then again, Huey been fucking up this whole season. Look at what he did with his dad.
Listen, well, that wasn't actually, that was kind of his fault, but that wasn't really, that was his mom's fault. But I get that. I get the sentiment. You brought it in there. And she just did what you wanted to do because she knew you couldn't do it. So,
and your dad had expressly told you, do not try to keep me around here because I'm not trying to be the puppy.
I don't want it. But I did back to those 2 starlights. I really enjoyed how she had to like it. Even the expressions on her face were completely different.
It was such good banter.
Her body language, expression. I really did enjoy that, and I feel like that's her proposing to Huey and being excited and engaged is what made her be like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of playing.
Yep.
I'm tired of playing.
Yep.
I'm tired of playing.
Tech Knight could peel shapeshifter like a banana, and he would love that.
Bruh. Okay.
I don't know if go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Right, like I don't know if the shapeshifter is any kind of, you know, freaky extracurricular in bed, but we know exactly how Tech Knight feels about these random situations, and yeah, Tech would have loved that. I think he absolutely would have loved that. Like my man's just I don't even know how to properly explain his character. And in this moment for Ashley, you know, thinking about seeing how they interacted together, I can separate those two. It's like there's freak nasty dominatrix Ashley, and then Vault Shadow CEO Ashley, who is a much more sympathetic character. But yeah, I did find it funny at that moment though with Ashley when she walked in and Sage was like, why the fuck you here, bitch? And this is the one time that she's able to get one truly over Sage, and she's like, oh yo, me and Tech go way back, okay? He invited me personally, so fuck off. And yeah, Sage had to go fuck off because there's nothing she could do with that. It's interesting. So let me check the list here when Meeks comes back. Yeah, and this is the part where we said last time when the Mimic and Annie are talking, Annie calls it a psychopath, and they correct it quickly, like, no, sociopath. Like they know they've already been evaluated, and they fully know and accept their behaviors. That's what they want to do, which again is why I would really love to see what triggered this. What were you doing in your younger years when your powers kicked in? How did that happen? Because I feel like they would be the parallel to damn it, what is his name? I don't remember his name, but if you remember in the X-Men 90s movies, Stryker had a son that he had sent to Xavier in the school to try to quote unquote fix him because he was a mutant and had really powerful telepathy powers. And what ended up happening is Stryker's wife killed herself because she couldn't handle her son being in her brain and projecting and make her see stuff a whole lot. And that's what put Stryker on the stupid path that he was on to eradicate all mutants. And yeah, it reminds me of a little bit here with this character, you know. Shapeshifter tells the story of their first time changing. What was jog my memory, please, because I don't think I put that exactly in my notes. So let me know what that is, please. I remember Deep was saying when he remembered his first time, the powers kicking in, he walked by the pet store in a mall and he heard the goldfish pleading for their lives. I don't know what that means. Maybe the people that were getting these goldfish were mean. But yeah. That was that. Yes, that's it. Yeah, Jason Stryker. Thank you. Yeah, Jason was a whole other animal. Like his level, I don't think that I can't say that he was more powerful than Xavier or what's the other one? The chick that can change her form into like all diamond. I forget her name. But she's also a very powerful telepath. I don't think Jake was on their level per se, but he could do some things. And Xavier was never able to heal him because, I mean, there wasn't anything for him to heal. He was just a mutant. His dad didn't want to accept that, though. And he said the preschool teacher could read all of her memories and bad deeds. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Sarah. Hey, and welcome. Thank you for coming through. And yeah, Emma Frost. That was her name. It's wild.
Okay.
Anyway, Meeks, we are past the convo. Going back to Huey and the skin changer doing nonsense. And there's a moment here where Huey calls Butcher, and
oh man,
is it? Yeah. But let me read my actual note. So Huey calls Butcher to see where he is because shit's about to go down and he's nervous. And yeah, Butcher was supposed to be meeting them somewhere, but that didn't happen. And Huey's calling like, bro, basically where you at? Like, what's your ETA? You know, hello.
He was like,
ain't you the one that made this plan? Where the fuck you at?
Unfortunately, it's always.
Again, this is Butcher screwing up. But well, technically here it's not screwing up, but he didn't tell them like the full extent of his disease right now. With this
how bad it is,
and he's in. This is after he's passed out at the bar. He is in a facility, and Butcher's he's talking to Huey, and he tells him about this steakhouse in Nevada that him and his brother were supposed to go through, and it never ended up working out. But he said, after this, bro, if you get a chance, can you like just go to the steakhouse and have a good time for me and Lenny, please? Because I ain't gonna be here probably in the morning.
He was like, okay,
come for a visit.
Sure. I'm just like, man, that's sad. Him talking in that pulled out. I almost teared up. I was like, I don't like this shit. I'm like, I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like seeing
it was like seeming, it was seeming that was about to be the end of the line for him. And that's very significant because again, he is the way he is a lot of times because he did a lot, like the utmost a lot, including putting himself in danger to keep his brother safe from their dad.
Yep.
And I know how the trauma like that can actually affect you. It's I call it first kid syndrome. So yeah, I can relate to him on that.
Because while he was in that hospital, it was just him going back and forth with Mallory because he had to work on his side of the plan, which was trying to get Ryan into the fold. And so they get Ryan there, but before all of that, they're in Homelander's apartment, and he sees that picture of Becca, and he flies off the handle,
flips the fuck
and he
out.
Burns that shit all down. He destroys the Christmas tree, the presents, and everything. And so Ryan comes in, and he was like, "Come here," and I was like, "Sir,
right,
sir."
You're and to jog y'all's memory, you remember the last time some shit like this went down, and Homelander just started yelling. Ryan turned around and just went to his room.
Yes.
And didn't say anything. And Homelander, he like immediately stopped. And that's where we got like the, I want to make sure you're comfortable, do things the right way you would like to do them. And now here again, he's flipping the script because Homelander cannot stand that he is not the number one thought in everyone's brain at all times, especially now.
Especially Ryan, because he's supposed to be the father. So he's seeing Butcher as the father, and he's just yelling at him and screaming. And good job on Ryan, because he just walks out. He's like, you know what? No, I'm out.
And I feel like he understood the assignment, because had he walked over there at that moment, I think Homelander would have killed him.
I don't think he would have killed him. I think he would have been like, I don't know if he would have hit him or like yelled at him, but he would have done something that's just not good. So he just walked the hell out of there. And I don't know how he got to grace between that and there, but we're just going to say that somebody picked him up and brought him. Because he was fresh from that.
That location would not be on the books.
Yeah. So
given what we find out later, it is. Yeah.
Fresh from that situation with Homelander, walking in and seeing Butcher in a hospital bed, looking.
Here's the thing.
AF.
Let me ask your opinion on this. I took, the thing with the picture, I took that as, and obviously I know it's Butcher. He was trying to manipulate Ryan also with good positive vibes, but it wasn't about him being in that picture. It was Becca being there in the picture. And I'm fairly certain Ryan does not have any pictures of his mom.
Nope.
So, of course, yeah, while there are ulterior motives, Butcher is still trying to say, here, I know you want to remember her because I feel the same way. I got you, baby boy. Here you go. And Homelander, again, also in his feels. And like I said, Butcher is always on some extracurricular shit. I know he knew that if Homelander saw that shit, it would set him off. Which, if Homelander is on some ridiculousness, that gives the boys an edge because he's not going to be thinking straight in how he reacts. Well, so masterful move
is to put a wedge in between him and Ryan. That's the best. That's the part that most
that too
is the wedge, to have him come over to Butcher's side so that they're able to mold him and do what they want.
100%,
bruh. But he got in there, just like his face seeing Butcher and seeing how serious it is, because he immediately saw it.
Yeah, and he saw the mask. The last time they had this conversation was when Butcher hacked into his video game, and he was saying like, I only got like maybe 6 more months, and Ryan, of course, being a smart ass, was like, well, I mean, if you had like a 1 month expiration date, then maybe we could do something.
Like and now he's looking like it, like he's on the last leg.
And Ryan is worried.
He should be because he's a sweet kid. He
should. Yeah, he is an absolute sweetheart. And that's almost the tragedy of his character, and by extension also of Homelander, because I'm fairly certain in the final season we're gonna see probably he's going to be responsible for that boy's death in some way, shape, or form. Well, but it could change. I don't know.
What question? Can we just like wrap up Ryan and Butcher, since it's all in the same scene? Like they don't leave.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Pull it in.
So Butcher gets out of bed and convinces him to play a game, and is trying to like slowly ease him into what he wants him to do.
Which
is stay here, stay with him for as long as he can. Stay away from his lead. Exactly. Follow his lead. Listen to Grace. Go back to Grace. Grace wants to help you. Like, you miss Grace. You love Grace, don't you? Like, she's your family. Like, we want to help you over here. And Grace is getting panicked because things aren't working out with the boys like she thought they were going to work out. And now it's down to like to push her shut. Like, go home. Go big or go home.
And
she does the stupidest thing possible.
Dumbest, right? See, and that is exactly what was in my brain. Like, y'all had him. Y'all had him. Honestly, okay. So let me get just Jackie's comment here real quick before I continue. If Homeland would have tried to kill him, there's a good chance he would have been killed himself. I think I agree with that. I agree with that. C. James, hello,
C. James.
Yeah, I totally agree with that statement. Because I think it's almost like we seen Soldier Boy, hella powerful. Homelander, his son, Homelander was able to defeat him. He's a little bit more powerful. And now we come to Ryan, and I do believe that Ryan is stronger than Homelander already. He needs training and refinement, but I think he is already stronger. But he's holding himself back, which I get, and I think that's a good choice for him, because that's just his mama's voice in the back of his head. So I thought this that scene was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on. And the way Grace did that, like what I would have done if I was in that position, as soon as Ryan got there and he's immediately focused on Butcher and talking to him, trying to figure out what's wrong, Mallory could have easily just walked over to the door, pushed the button. It seemed like it wasn't going to make a whole lot of noise. It looked like it was just a closing door, but Ryan didn't notice that it could be a trap until the very end.
I don't think she needed to trap him. I think trapping him is the wrong thing, because that's the thing that Homelander is always telling him that they're going to do. Like, you need to stick with me, because if you don't, these people are going to come get you. They're going to trap you, and they're going to make you do all the things that I had to do, and you don't want to do that, right? That's why he was sticking close to Homelander. I just felt like if she would have just done what Butcher had wanted and slowed the fuck down, it would have worked.
That he would have seen
the
reason.
fact that Homelander assaulted his mother. Are you kidding me?
But, see, and that was something that we had talked about last time, because we were trying to speculate how Ryan would react to that information. And actually, you know what, more forward thinking, I definitely do agree. Yeah, trying to trap him and keep him in there before at least getting the explanation would not have been a good thing. Had they been able to play, I don't know, maybe one more game of Connect 4, you could have brought out the paperwork and the proof, because again, Vault records everything. You could have shown him visible proof of what happened. And once you put anything on the interwebs, it's always there forever. I'm sure they have that footage archived. And they could have brought it up.
He's a kid. You just got to take your time. She literally info dumped everything she had onto this
all at once. Very true. Very true.
It's so dumb. It was such a dumb freaking
What's up, DJ?
Move. I didn't feel bad for her either.
Because she should have let that boy go. I mean, see, and that's the thing right there. And we know that they still, at least before this point, they still had a great relationship, because yes, when Ryan got there, he looked at Butcher and he was very worried, said hey, but then he immediately honed in on Grace, and that's Auntie Grace, that's Auntie Gigi. So of course he goes up to her, they hug. Bro, I miss you, kid. You good? You all right? What you been doing out here? It was a very positive atmosphere, and had they spun it correctly, it would have worked. And I don't know. I mean, maybe you're right about the footage, but when the first thing he said, Ryan immediately jumped to no, he's lying. This is why I say that if they could have maybe shown him proof, he could do it. But he did
do that because he's superhuman. He can tell when somebody's lying to him. I would just be like, does it look like I'm lying? Does it sound like I'm lying? Can you tell that I'm lying? Am I lying to you? Use your powers.
He needed. And that's the thing, and this is where I can say that what I did initially feel bad for Grace here, but when you take more things into context, no, because there is a better way you could have gone about this. Literally, the boy specifically asked, I just need some minutes to think and process, please. And if they would have given him those minutes and not tried to trap him, I think he would have seen, within himself, his own reasoning, whatever, which we can say it's his. But again, his mama did a great job for those first few years that she had him. And I think he would have come to the conclusion that, this is some absolute bullshit. And I'm not trying to stand this at all.
She told him that. She told him that his father killed the people of the flight. She told him that he killed or set up the assassination. That's the first thing. Then after that, she said the assassination on top of that. And then she said the flight. And then she said, he's a dangerous man. He's going to try to turn you into something. I'm like, this is too much for a kid. But, girl, what is wrong with you? That is also dumb.
You're using the fact that he might try to turn him into a killer while y'all are also trying to turn him into a killer.
Exactly.
And this, I feel like that this is, I don't feel bad for Grace, but this is a moment, I think, where if Butcher would have moved a bit differently before now, it wouldn't have even had to be this hard to get this kid to talk. And it's kind of reminiscent of the end of was it season 4 or season 5? When they did the girls get shit done, where they beat down Stormfront.
Season 3
was that season 3? Yeah. If there's, I think there's a few key things there that could have happened that would have smoothed things out a little bit by the time we got to here. Wait, 83 more subs to go. Indeed. Thank you, Lady Jackie, getting that out there. And again, yes, y'all, we are on the road to 1,000. We are at currently 916 and steady rising. So I appreciate all y'all coming through. Tell your friends, tell your family. They don't even gotta watch. Just click that subscribe. for your girl. I'd appreciate that.
But yeah, I just felt so bad for Ryan. She pushed him into a corner, and if she had given him some time, he could have sorted it out. He who said that?
He could have, because the wheels were turning,
but he would have come back, and I think that's truth. I think that's truth.
Yeah, I do agree with that. He literally just needed time to process. And C. James is saying, I love Meeks and Hal, and hope everyone has a good weekend. We hope you have a good weekend too. I have many theories about the finale. To be honest, Mama told me she was R-worded by my dad. Oh, yeah, I spent my whole life looking for him. You know what? If I would have heard that, I think I would be doing the same thing. I understand. I hope you find him. And just like Eddie Murphy said that his aunties told him about his dad. When you find him, just hit him in the jaw, baby. Hit him in the jaw. And go look up that special. Just type that into Google. It was a funny ass set that Eddie Griffin did. And we had some new people come in. What's going on, Chris? Thanks for coming through. Grace sucks too. She was a butcher like he's garbage, but she was a major drug dealer. Yeah, 100%. And that is reminiscent of all. Like Grace is the embodiment of government black ops activities.
She just should have known
100%.
She just it frustrated me. She should have known better. So
from
she pushed everything. Right,
from everything they have shown us, she would know better. She should know better. 100%. Y'all are right.
Because at this point, a lot of people are assuming that she pushed him back into Homelander's arms, but I don't think so. I think that because if he goes back to Homelander, it's going to be to confirm the information. And if Homelander confirms that information, because he will, because he doesn't care. He's going to be like, why do you even care about that? That doesn't even matter. You're here because of it. So what? It's going to push him into a little area by himself where he feels like he can trust nobody. And that could cause him to wreck shit because he's strong enough to do so.
This is his villain origin story.
Exactly. Stupid. She's dumb, and that's why she's dead.
Yeah. I mean, and it really is such a wasted opportunity because she was good with the kid until more random fuck shit started happening. She was good, just like Becca was good until the fuck shit started happening. So yeah, it's right. Yeah,
but
so
I just
let's see what Jake is saying right here. Let me get this one comment in real quick, then we'll jump back. Jake says it's a tough one. Homelander is a dangerous person. It'll be tough to let someone you care about go back to him. Yeah. Still, I think she made a mistake. She did. Absolutely. She did make a mistake.
Stupid. Stupid.
There are better ways. There's better ways to go and out that. Right. Exactly. He is a teenager. He is literally in the midst of his teenage angst. And there is no Nirvana playing the awesome tunes to calm him down. So he has to take that time to process. And actually, this isn't the first time we've seen this from him. So I really like where that is. It again just speaks to Becca's influence because, sit here, assess what happened, see where you are with the assessment, and then manage your moves after that accordingly. And he's been doing this the whole time. It's just been very subtle waves, and we haven't really seen him try to tackle some shit. But when the camera panned over to him after he saw what happened with Grace, he didn't say anything, but it's just like with Homelander, he never really says anything. He just walked away. There was something a little different about the look on his face there. That's why I'm thinking villain origin story. Or at best, I mean, and I kind of hope they go this route, he'll be like an anti-hero.
That would make sense.
Somewhat reminiscent of the Punisher.
I can see that.
Yeah, because I think he has a very strong moral code, thanks to his mom, but he doesn't know exactly how to process that with the real world, and it makes sense because he's never been really in a social atmosphere by himself. So now he's going to have to narrow that, and I'm looking forward to that side quest. I think that's a side quest I think I'll really like. Yeah. Well, see, I can't say that he had.
I don't think he realized that he was doing anything.
Yeah,
like he just pushed her.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that.
I don't think so.
I do not think. Yeah, I don't think killing her was the goal. I mean, they literally hugged just 10 minutes ago, and he still knows and respects her. I mean, as far as I saw, as
he just pushed her.
Auntie Gracie.
It was an accident, but she caused that to happen. So
yeah, she did. She did put herself in front of the target. Indeed, that I will definitely look at. Ryan the Rogue Prince.
He's a stupid.
What? See, y'all know I love a good crossover. I mean, at least if you've read any of my fan fiction, you know I love a good crossover. I could see that working. I could see that working. Thank you for that plot, Bunny. Adamantium. I'm gonna put a pin in that. You still where Ryan may become a villain. There is every chance that could happen, sadly. But I feel like that's with all the soups. All of them. It's like how people try to talk about like black magic and whatnot. Magic is magic. It's the person's persona that makes it dark or not. Ryan Targaryen, is he the last dragon?
Listen,
has Cisco been replaced?
Yes.
Is Cisco not the last dragon anymore? Right, indeed. All right, so where were we next here? There was, we talked about Hugh and his almost suspicions.
We jump back to Homelander,
Kessler,
actually.
Yes, jump back to Homelander.
Because he's telling everybody who's left in the 7 to run up and kill everybody who is non-human at the or non-soup at Vought.
Yeah, he had actually make a list about that. And actually, what wasn't it just after he fired Sage that happened? Because she was walking away and she was saying, like, all this bullshit you be talking about, there's one person you still can never defeat. And good luck without me. And while you're doing this and this and that, you might want to do this one thing. And he was like, of course I want to do, because it has to be his idea that something happened. So
no. That's not who it was.
Am I mixing it up?
It was with Newman, because remember he had outed her.
Right. On the show.
He outed her on TV because he was just like
on Firecracker show.
He's just like, he's sitting there stewing. And in the middle of the interview,
laughing at you. I'm laughing at the chat.
That spelling is killing me. But
I don't know.
The choking. Stop choking.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
I'm trying. Pardon.
Look at stop it. You fisted jigsaw wallers. I drink you some waters. But at the beginning of the episode, kind of, sort of, we had Homelander, Firecracker, and Newman on a broadcast together. And he was just getting real antsy AF, listening to her talk about how she's going to do this, and that while she's in the White House. And he's like, you know what? Why don't you just cut the bullshit? And she's a soup. That's why. So we're going to do all this stuff. We're going to protect our nation. We're going to do all this stuff for the people. And we're going to have a soup in office to do it because Victoria Newman's a soup. And she was like, no, I'm not. You might think I'm super because I am out here working for the people. And he lays her ass.
It's worth noting that before this started, Firecracker is the one that kicked it off. Yeah, and she said, what exactly was it she said? She's like, I know it has something to do with superheroes at some point, but they, I think it was, she asked her to speak about maybe Huey or something with the boys and whatnot. And Homelander's in his head. Yeah, Homelander's in his head. And for whatever reason, he pops back out like, oh, wait, hold on. What you mean, this random ass playing? Like, did y'all know she was a soup, bruh?
Yeah, literally.
Tell you, and Firecracker immediately jumps in like, oh no, she has been on like the most epic Goonie Quest Black Ops missions of all. She has put herself in the trenches undercover, y'all,
to get us in there to make things happen for us
and stop this bullshit corruption that is going on. And meanwhile, I know all of us were looking at the screen like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh no, I knew some shit was gonna happen. The moment he was like, he mentioned that, and he just looked at her, and she was trying to play it off.
I knew some shit was gonna happen. I just didn't know how it would happen.
When he lasered her, and she had to
makes
block
sense.
that shit.
Yeah,
I hollered. I was like, ah.
Yep. See, this is one thing. Do you think she could kill Homelander if she tried? Yes. Do you think she would be fast enough to explode his brain before he could fly and like laser her or crush her or rip a limb off?
Well, yeah, because she doesn't even have to be near him that much she just has to be in his line of sight to explode his head. But I don't think that she would want to, because, you know, it would just embolden everybody else.
Yeah. Okay.
But when she blocked that laser, I was like, oh shit, bitch. I was wrong. I was like, you're good, bro. That is Cisco. But I'm like, well, and that's when they had the conversation in the hallway that you're referring to. It was between Newman and him. And she was like, well, now that you're out at me, like, what are we going to do about the election? They have to not ratify. Was it certify the election?
They have to certify the election.
And then they're not going to do that because of me. And then he said, what about all the people in Vought? Like all the regular people in Vought that you're going to have to get rid of. You're going to have to get rid of them. And he was like,
right. And she's like, of course, obviously. I know that. I know things. Except no, he is worse than Jon Snow. He knows less than nothing.
He didn't even think about that
at all.
Nothing.
Which is dumb. Which again, this is why Sam Edgar again shout out to the man. This is why he read you for filth in the last season, because you're fucking dumb. You think that you're the product. You are not. We're not in the business of superheroes. We are a pharmaceutical company. The bonuses and shit you give is just, you know, that just goes with territory. We already make bank and we don't need you to do it.
Exactly. We do not need you to do it. And so that's when he went back to Vought and told the rest of the 7 to clear out the non-soups.
Yeah,
so they just running through, killing everybody in the building.
Not just the non-soups. No, it was everybody that was put on the list by Ashley.
At this point,
Homelander asked Ashley to put down a list of everybody that knows too much of these events in between this date at the beginning and this date now. And that's what she did.
And then the Deke put her name on the top. That's when he put her name on the top.
Yeah, shouldn't Ashley be here?
Be at the top, so she knows everything.
Like, oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Mm-hmm.
And then she does one of the smartest but riskiest things ever. And she heard that information and immediately toddled her ass right to Homelander's
and gets
room, grabbed that compound V and was like, son, not for me. You're not catching me. You're not catching me.
I applaud. I was worried about her for a second, but I did applaud that action because, again, you know what we've always seen, I think from day one, is Ashley is very quick thinking.
Oh yeah,
on her
she's
feet.
Quick.
And she heard that shit. She was like, "Oh yeah, I think the fuck not."
Yeah, they
not
did kill
today.
The wrong Ashley. That was dumb.
They did, exactly. Right? Yeah, that's what it was. They killed the wrong Ashley. It's all damn it. See, that makes me think of Recess and the Ashleys and all their shenanigans. Mm-hmm. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. It was a great show. Yeah, that comes through, and it is. Oh, it's where is it? We go after this.
I want to see what she looked like. I'm dying to see what she looked like. But we don't see her for the rest of the episode.
Yeah. After that, we see her going into like the utmost pain possible. Her wig falls off.
Come on, wig slips
like
off.
on hands and knees. You know,
big head balding is like
bubbling it everywhere. Right? Yeah, it's bubbling almost like what's his name, Mr. Lead? Is it Mr. Lead? And or Brainiac.
So many things.
It's very Megamind-ish. It's Mr. Lisa, the guy that was in the Incredible Hulk that had the stuff drip on his forehead, and then he started the leader. That's his name, not Mr. Lee, the leader. Then he started growing his brain to make him even more smarter. And rumor has it he is going to return in the MCU, so look out for that. And my theory, I have two thoughts on this. When it comes to Ashley, like what we know about Gen V is,
you mean Compound V?
It's Compound V. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Gen V is a whole other thing. Compound V, when it's injected like into adults versus children or fetuses in their mother's womb, it will very heavily take on a persona of that person, like their mindset, their heart set. You know, basically they go through, if you're a Fallout fan, they go through all of the charisma traits, and they will award you points accordingly for how it affects you. I think, especially because we saw those random weird movements and swellings on different parts of her brain in quick succession, I think she's going to have powers very reminiscent of Medusa from the Inhumans and Sindel on Mortal Kombat. Both of those ladies, if y'all don't know, they can do really crazy shit with their hair. And I think that would fit nicely. It would definitely make Ashley. Sense. Mm-hmm. Little bald baby. I'm just saying, I am just intrigued to see what will happen with her, because again, I have not read the comics. I know about them, but I only know very specific plot points because of some other people I follow. But they're good at keeping spoilers out.
Okay, but yeah.
So I think that's going to be quite awesome. Do you have any thoughts on what her mutations might be?
I know it's going to be something hair related, but that's about it. Because as soon as that wig slid off, because I'm like, listen, why did wig slide off in the first place, girl? This is the United States of America. This is the year of our Lord 2024. Why is your wig sliding at all?
Wig glue is a thing.
Wig glue,
okay.
Tape, the little wraparound thing that keeps
keeps the Tupac secure. You don't even really need the lace fronts. Like there's just slide there's hair glue, there's tape.
So I'm
put it on there.
Okay, man.
Yeah, and we know that she made it specifically because at the end of this, once Homelander gets back to his fucked up apartment, she's nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If she had died, she would be on that floor because he didn't give a shit.
Yep. He would walk right over died, or even if she was just a little too weak, he would have noticed her. Obviously, still laying.
He wouldn't have given a shit. He'd have been like, "Bitch, you dying?" Okay.
But oh damn! All right. Well, next. I mean, I did you know anything about? Yeah, he probably would try to interrogate her.
I don't think he would.
No, he wouldn't. But betrayal. No, don't think so. What he is? He is in his feels right there.
He doesn't think she knows nothing. She has nothing to interrogate. He doesn't care about her at all. He would just sit on the ground and cry with her over there dying because they ain't got nothing to do with him.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, but then we have to go back to the guys. It's absurd because Frenchie and Kimiko were working on the virus, right? And then they all got together and realized that he still had to like work on that bitch, and so they redid the plan to where, what's his name? The pus that they pulled out of the I don't want
the bumps.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Huey, and Starlight. The fake one went to protect the president because once that word got
they're
out,
in the bunker, right?
They had to go to the bunker.
Once all that got it was really really dumb.
They had to go to
the bunker. They had to go do that. And what come to find out, what really clued Huey in finally
was her sweating.
He was saying like, you know what? Yeah, you need some water, like you're sweating, and thing is like, you know, what was it? It's hotter than a furnace.
Yeah,
down here, and right there immediately. Then I mean, I feel like it should have happened a lot sooner, Huey, but immediately,
he was like, "Oh, okay,
it clicked." Over there. Like, oh, yeah. I'm gonna go over there and get some. You want one? Cool. Okay, like stay like right here.
Don't move. Him and was my favorite thing in that scene because he was like, "Hey, come here." He's like, "What are you doing? Look forward. Look forward. Look forward." I'm like, "Oh yeah, hey, that's so nonchalant." Screaming at a man to look forward.
Don't look over there. And Mother's Milk immediately looks over there like, "Bro."
That's why you don't tell somebody to do that. That's why you don't tell somebody to do that at all. You don't even tell them look forward. She's like, "Hey, come here for a second. Let me tell you some information." And he was like, "Annie is the shapeshifter."
Yeah.
He was like, what are you talking about? How you know that? Don't look at her. So he had to explain how he knows that Annie is the shapeshifter and that they don't know where the real Annie is. And they're both panicking, talking. And then she comes over.
Say, "Oh, hey, guys."
Yeah, hey, what's going on? And he's looking at her.
What
and
you
she's
doing?
Like, "Oh my gosh, I know what you're staring at, right?"
And he pulls up the hand with the ring on it. And Mother's Milk again does not cover properly the way he should have.
Listen,
it's like, oh, hey, look at that. Oh,
because he was shocked at that. So that was real shock. I appreciate that. But she was looking at him and she was looking at Huey and she was going back and forth like, oh, y'all, okay, y'all know now. What 2 tears in a bucket? And all hell breaks loose. And during this part of my reaction, my sound cut.
Oh, damn. That sucks.
But no, it was a good thing because I was yelling.
Did you run out of battery?
No, it just like slightly unplugged. It just slightly unplugged. So I noticed it and it was like maybe 5 minutes with no sound. But it was good because I was yelling into the mic because I was highly pissed at this entire fight situation. The entire fight in this room pissed me the hell off because why was Kimiko not front and fucking center fighting Annie in the first place?
100%
Like, are you kidding me?
I don't get that. They played it kind of like Nightcrawler's introduction in X-Men 2 at the very beginning, like the prologue, and I respect that. The moves they were making were okay. I did like them. However, it didn't even need to be like that because if you're going to have a protective bunker like this, first of all, them doors opening and closing so damn slow is fucking stupid. Why would you do that? I don't care how thick they are. Make sure that people know once the thing opens and it starts closing, you have a very small window to jump in before one of your limbs is cut off and caught in the close. It should not take that long. That was ridiculously dumb, and I did not understand it. And let's see, for how Huey and Mother's Milk were trying to go along, again, the Nightcrawler thing, going all over the ceiling, walls, murking everyone. And I understand why they won, but it seems like those guards down there, the Secret Service, y'all weren't doing your jobs correctly. And I did not like that.
Hold on,
but we get out and just all the Ashleys. Yes, yeah. Recess had all the Ashleys.
Yeah, but I was like, the whole entire thing was really stupid because they had
not a wet gremlin.
They had Kimiko guarding the president when they should have had everybody else guarding the president, and Kimiko fighting
Kimiko fighting the mimic
because she could hold her off in this room while that fucking slow ass door was opening. As
and
opposed
then
to letting everybody
the fucking door.
Guns, everybody with the guns who are human just getting smashed like flies. Just smashed.
And it was only at the last minute of that fight, like when the door was open enough. I think enough for Kimiko's eyes. They were waiting for it to try to open a bit more, but we saw her like basically kick him through the door. And after that is when like Mother's Milk and everybody else piled out. But
like, it makes
why weren't y'all fast enough to close that door, and then it would have just been them locked in the room?
So Annie was out here. That fake Annie was out here whooping ass. She was killing so many people, and we finally got outside, and finally Kimiko got into her face.
Finally, yeah.
But the fight was lackluster because she had like either broke her neck or strangled her out or some shit. I'm like, that is dumb. She
strangled her. And it's again, this guy or girl, they are kind of absurd and bullies in how they do shit. Because reading her for filth, like, well, what's wrong with your powers? Huh? If you really think you can beat me, that's not gonna happen.
With no powers? Like, okay. But she's right though, because at that time she ain't had no powers, so she had to figure out a way to whoop her ass with no powers. Until
she still had the super strength.
Exactly.
I think that was working quite well.
Ended up strangling the shit out of her and killing her finally.
And killing her. Yep.
But the way she, like her and Huey, I understand why she was mad. Some people were upset that
100%.
I understood completely. And you have to allow her that moment to be mad. Like, yes, the situation
people are hold on. Did I hear that right? Yeah. People are upset because she got mad at Huey.
Yeah. Because how was he supposed to know?
What the fuck do you mean? He listed every reason that he was supposed to know.
He did.
What the fuck? What the fuck you mean?
He absolutely did.
Like, you found your keys right away. You don't normally do that. I know you don't even really do that fancy stuff, but you put that dress on when we was proposing. I thought it was awesome. You came out with the fucking Starlight uniform on after expressly training him and telling him
I didn't want to do
that. A day before that you didn't want that.
The day before.
Why did you keep it?
He was like, the one thing that really let me know that it wasn't you is because you're always cold. And she was talking about how warm she was. Sir, why didn't you put 2 and 2 together to get 4 earlier, as opposed to when they're all closed in together like that? Because you weren't paying attention. And Annie had a point. It was just the fact that the shapeshifter was doing everything that he wanted her to do, regardless of the situation they were in.
Exactly.
Annie wasn't comfortable doing any of that. She was stressed out. She was depressed. She was sad. So what? The emotion flip, like you didn't check that.
Exactly.
You didn't peep that. That's just weird that you didn't pay attention to your partner enough to know that something is off. If your partner is depressed and sad, and then the next day they're happy, you're not going to be like, so what happened? Like, what, did you resolve the issue that was going on? Like, you're so much better now.
Nope.
So
what do you mean resolve issues? We don't employ logic around here. Like, it's so absurd and it's the worst. And yeah, I definitely have beef with Huey on that. Yeah, and so she asked him, she asked him a very specific question. And he was like, look, she looked like you all the way down to the mole in that, that one area. And that was Annie's clue. Like, oh, okay, so you did fuck her.
I mean, the lady said, or the shifter said so.
Come on, bro.
The shifter said so.
I think Annie tried to set that up in the conversation to make him talk about it, because she, at that point in time, she still didn't fully believe what it was. I think that's all it is.
I think Huey did deserve the anger, but he also needed to, like, both of them need to realize that this is a weird ass impossible situation. 1, 2, Annie is allowed to be mad, so just let her be mad. You see, she wasn't even mad for more than 20 minutes before she was like, okay, I get it. But she needs to, you got to allow her to be mad. You got to allow her to be mad. Just like you got to allow him to be mad at being silly. You got to allow him to be confused that he was confused. So I'm not mad at either of them feeling the way they feel. But the fact that she was able to get her, express her emotions and be like, okay, this is why I'm mad. This is why it's ridiculous. And you should have known better. And he was like, you're right. I should have. He got exactly, Jackie. He got to let her vent. All you had to do is let her vent.
Yes,
she realized the situation
he had to listen,
and she was okay. And she was like, "Give me my fucking ring, bitch. Give me my ring, bitch." And so so I'm just like, it took a little more. I just wanted him to be a little more cognizant of the fact that everything's not all right with her. So for her to pretend that everything is all right should have been a red flag for you. So you need to pay attention more to how she's feeling.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, exactly, Jackie. Problems don't get resolved by pretending they don't exist.
Yep. Look here, headphones. I'm gonna need y'all to not act up right now. Thanks. Oh, okay. So scrolling down, we get the massacre that happened, and the wrong Ashley being killed. Again, we saw Ashley take the compound V. We don't know where that's going to go. I hope they do something really cool with it once it actually comes back up. And let's go down a little bit more. Annie told him that he has to go and get tested.
Absolutely.
Every disease known to man.
You better.
And I do not blame her.
Agreed.
Even if it's not a sexually transmitted disease, I don't care. Test everything.
Agreed. Run the whole entire thing.
Yep.
Run everything, every single panel you got. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. Run it for pregnancy. I don't care. Everything. Check all of it. Check every ounce of it. Every ounce.
Maybe Ashley will be the one to rescue the V kids. Which V kids?
Oh, the ones that are in Gen V that are locked up.
Okay. And that's what I was wondering. I didn't know if she meant that or the babies in different facilities and whatnot. All right. Let's see where we're going.
Because now they're out of the bunker and they're back into the place where they were, right? They lost track of the president-elect, right? Because they got separated in the thing.
Yeah.
And then Victoria calls Huey and is like, "Hey,
see what happened was
I should have done this because now Homelander is threatening my daughter, and I can't do this no more. It's not safe. It's not fun. I don't know how to get out of this. I need help. Can you help me?" I commend her for calling for help. I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do.
And again, once again, we can say, she is one of the better moms in fantasy, because literally everything that she has done has been to try to protect her daughter, including giving her Gen V. And this is probably the only case.
You calling it Gen V. You're funny.
That damn it. Look here, don't judge me. You knew what the fuck I meant, damn it. Okay. I told you I had a long day at these medical offices, and the rum is strong right now. Okay. I needed some stress relief, Meeks. Stop judging me.
But yes, she did give her daughter the Compium V and turned her into a thingy thing. So I do appreciate that she did that.
Right, and I do agree with her reasoning.
I get her reasoning.
Honestly, I understand it a lot. If it came down to me not being able to protect any of my tiny humans who are not so tiny anymore, I will still always do whatever by any means necessary, as they say.
I get it. I understand. But she called Huey for help, and eventually Huey was just like, I have to take a chance. And so he invited her to come to him, right?
Which was the right move, because he was right in his decision.
It was the right move. But while he was having that conversation, listen, that's dumb. It's still like risky, but I get it. It's the right thing to do. Hands up.
Take her to a safe house.
That's what he should. Well, I mean, at this point, he would know where the safe houses are, and the only person who knows is Grace, and Grace is upside down and sideways.
I think Mother Milk would have known, because remember that he was working very closely. Like, she was his direct contact. So I think he would have had some places had Huey communicated better. Again, communication this whole season with them has been so ridiculous, and I hate it.
All it takes is a little, hey, come here. I have to go pick up somebody who's really important and bring them here, and we need to protect them too. So I will be right back. I'm going to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, that's it.
Can we not pull a fucking Rhaegar and Lyanna whenever shit needs to go down? You could have snuck them into any safe house anywhere. And also, you know what? Actually, no. I'll reserve that question for the end, which we are almost to. Once once they get out of this, again, like you said, the Mimic is killed finally. I don't know why she didn't do that with Deep, but it's fine. And we did see, like we said,
we passed that.
Yeah, no. It just popped in my head for the comparison.
I was like, we're not gonna say that. What's the question?
Yeah, we definitely did that. 100%.
You're funny.
And I'm trying to look at we talked about, I think we did wrap the Grace Ryan and Butcher thing up, indeed. Because when I do notes, I go for scene for scene following that. I usually don't clump things together. My apologies. Clumpage.
I learned the clumpage. Clump it all together, because some stuff are running to some stuff and running to some stuff.
And it also some things are like parallel happening at the same time. So it be what it is. I think we are though to the biggest thing, basically the final wrap up. Butcher comes to
well, first before that, we could talk about how Frenchie and Kamiko finally at the beginning of this season, I think DJ and Fandom, like we all talked about how like they maybe were dating or boyfriend girlfriend for a while, and I think me and Fandom thought they were, but DJ didn't. And I'm like
like it. I mean, to me, in how they were moving in some ways, I thought there was some sparks there flying.
There were definitely sparks, but neither one of them was in a
they
position
kept themselves. Yeah, they both kept themselves
to act on that because they felt like they didn't deserve each other, so they weren't going to do that. Like, we're better as friends, so I'm just going to be a real good friend. Even though from the last season or season 2, when they first met, you could tell there's something romantic there because she only listened to him, she only cared about him. So that's what I was thinking. Like, they liked each other, but they didn't want to cross that line because.
Yeah.
No. So she was trying to push him off of somebody else. But finally they had the conversation.
Finally, exactly. 100%.
The conversation.
And I like that they finally got to that.
Me too, because I'm just like, listen, you're sitting over there struggling with all this shit by yourself, thinking that nobody can relate to you. You have nobody to talk to, and the person you should have been talking to the entire time was right next to you. She was right there asking you to talk to her, and you would not. I'm like, bro, the way I wanted to like this, like punch that right on his forehead, just
the throat,
right on his fucking forehead. Like, God damn it! So we got to see more of, or hear more of Kimiko's backstory about how she continuously did this, and that's the reason why she didn't talk,
which is so tragic. Yeah,
so
this is like, again, showing our age, but this is like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles part 1, the 90s version, when they had to go in and cover what was his name, Kino, with the ninja testing, remove all the bells without making a sound. And that's exactly what this was. No, they made these kids fight. I feel like they're worse than the freaking fighting pits in Flea Bottom. They made these kids fight almost, not always to the death, but enough to where there was a very clear winner, and you can't make a sound while you're doing this. And I don't know if you guys have ever slipped up, chopping up meats for food and gave your finger a little slice.
Bro,
think about how that feels.
I instantly went,
magnify it by 10,000.
Like, it's just a sucky situation. How she just
so
keep herself quiet, traumatized her to the point where she doesn't even want to speak to anybody. So I'm just like, bruh, you're so goddamn dumb. You're so fucking stupid.
It was the way that she said it that really hit me. It like super in the feels. She's like, oh, they made us go through this camping. We couldn't talk or do anything. So like the girl said, you brought me in here, then you left a scar on my face. And I'm pretty sure that first girl they showed in the flashback, that was them fighting. And the girl, no, actually, because I think she killed that girl.
Yeah, they showed another clip a long time ago in a different episode.
Kimiko, she got a slash on her arm. She didn't make a sound, and then she went to work in round 2, and she took that chick down without making a sound. And she said, by the time I was safe to get my voice back, I couldn't speak because that trauma was just that ingrained in her brain.
And she was like, I just feel so bad about all the things that I have done,
everything
to become the person that I am, that I didn't think that I could forgive myself, but I don't need to do that because you're put in an impossible situation. And so Frenchie still not understanding, because he was still like, well, I just felt like me. I just couldn't. She was like, dog, I need you to look at my hands and listen to me. I need you to listen to me. I'm just like so frustrated when he finally got it. And she was like, I'm exactly like you. That's why we have to help each other through this. God damn it. I was so happy they had that conversation because they needed it.
They needed it. And again, I don't understand why he didn't already know that in the first place, though. Dumb.
So stupid.
Like, bruh, you have seen firsthand just a little bit of the shit she was going through. You found her in a cage, my guy. Like, come on. So yeah,
ridiculous.
Anyway, that's what happened.
So they finally had that conversation, and then what's her name? Newman and her daughter came in with Huey, and
after calling Huey and asking for help.
Listen, and then everybody was panicking, like, what the fuck is she doing here? I agree. Why the fuck is she here? I agree.
No, for real. And
but you didn't tell nobody.
But then he gave the explanation. and they're like, okay, so we can't have folks knowing where they are or none of that. So we got to move quick just to help. And Victoria being there is an asset for them. And at least maybe in my opinion, she's definitely an asset.
It would have been,
yeah. If you can protect her and also obviously make sure her daughter is safe, then we can make, I think, a little bit better moves. But then Butcher in his again Jake Lockley persona comes through. They know the Jake Lockley Kessler persona.
He's like, high five, and this is great. I'm so
and
glad.
He says, right. He pulled like in his brain, he's that character, but then another part of him is drawing on the Umbrella Academy, which shameless plug, me and Meeks will be going through that last final season coming up next week. He calls on, like, he summons Ben for his powers, and we get the Octo.
I wasn't ready. I knew it was something like that, but seeing it's a whole different
to see it manifest like that, which is very interesting considering the powers and how they manifested with Zoe. I don't know that there is a connection there, but it
looks to be the same, except for hers is in her mouth and his comes out of his chest.
Yeah, and his from his chest. Yeah. So I hope they explore a little bit of that. But yeah, he basically rips Newman apart, and we were all speculating that maybe she is impenetrable, but obviously that don't matter here. And she's very quickly torn apart, and that is basically the beginning of the end.
Church. Just like church.
For what reason? He didn't even really give a reason.
Because that's what he wanted to do in the first place. That Butcher, that version of Butcher wants to get rid of all the soups. So of course he would do what he did. But I can't remember how we got from them that happening. I think we moved over to Homelander and showing him taking over, but I don't get how they moved to that happening to everybody splitting up, being like, at this point it's too far gone.
Yeah, that was okay. So what happened was, once this hit that she was murdered, of course they spin the narrative saying she was boldly undercover and trying to expose and take care of these creeps.
The Speaker of the House for it.
The Speaker of the House. But before the Speaker of the House calls, we do get just a little bit tidbits of where that's gonna go, and it's wild because again, Sage comes back when Homelander is in his fields and chit chatting and talking.
She's celebrating. Bitch got a balloon.
Sure is, right. She was like, "Oh, it's all a part of the clan." She's over there doing her best, like, George Burns. Excellent, Smithers.
Like, are you not entertained?
Right? Are you not entertained?
Like, come on.
And she's like, "Oh, here's this phone for you." What is it, head speaker or whatever his name is. Yeah, he wants to swear his fealty. Basically, he's trying to bend the knee immediately, and what the result of that is, Homelander and all of the soups are now deputized, at least in America, are now all deputized, and they will report directly to Homelander for whatever fuck shit shenanigans he has coming up.
So at that point, the team was like, it's just too far gone. We got to go. And
yeah, so we got to go into hiding.
So of course you have Huey and Starlighter together. You have Kimiko and Frenchie together. You have MM trying to get to his family. And then while you're showing everybody split and going their directions and doing what they need to do, then all of a sudden you see them getting captured by various soups. I'm mad they brought the penis back for MM. That's disrespectful.
Bro, like, of all of the soups you could have sent after MM, like,
leave that man alone.
That's just that is cruel and unusual
leave that man
despair
alone.
Right there. Like, come on, bruh.
Leave him alone.
This man was literally just out here doing his job.
Leave Brittany alone. Like, shit.
And they murked everyone, and this was a thing that I think we had all theorized in the beginning episodes is that we were going to see some Gen V characters because the timelines had matched up already at the end of Gen V. And lo and behold, when it comes to Kimiko and Frenchie, who is it? None other than Sam and Kate that come and get these motherfuckers. And the special thing about this, and I love it, but I hate it, because why? My girl has been traumatized enough. Damn it. Frenchie, Sam comes out of nowhere, snatches Frenchie up, knocks him down. Kate doesn't fight because Kate's powers, she don't have to. She walks up to Frenchie, just touches him, implants that memory, that thing that, hey, follow me. And he does. And Kimiko is sitting there yelling silently while Sam is holding her until she finds her voice again, because the trauma that she previously experienced has now been outdone for the trauma that she cannot get to and save the love of her life, who they have just now finally connected, and now it's gone to shit. And she can't do anything about it, and that tears her up. So yeah, the only thing she could manifest in that moment was her voice. And that's again, so that's a callback to how Compound V affects anyone that it gives. It takes in your persona, your mindset at all times. I think every soup that has gotten the Compound V is capable of upgrades just on their state of mind.
Like, so yeah, my feelings were hurt when she was screaming.
It's wild.
I was
so upset.
I was
so upset. Like, I looked at that as soon as I heard her start screaming. I said, "Oh wait, hold on, wait a minute, bitch! Wait, no, rewind. We need a do-over. We need a do-over. This is unacceptable.
It's just trash." And then they got Huey and Starlight the last, and we saw Cindy,
Huey and Starlight
in season 3.
Yes, I do. And this was something that me and the boys had also talked about. We did all theorize that Cindy would have to make a return, because Cindy was the only one they did not catch right away back after the shit happened at the hospital. And to see her here now, that means, because the last time we saw her, she was hitchhiking on the highway. So to see her here now, that means that they found her, but I think she's so powerful that, yeah, they're just protecting her. They're not trying to hold her back from anything.
No,
but right here, right now, she needs that weapon. And it's like Eagle Eye, yo, you have been activated.
And she got to go.
And she did. But the one thing, though, the one thing that I really, really, really loved about this, again, powers connected to emotions. Starlight sees her. She cannot get to Huey because they were gassed in the car. Starlight was only able to stay functional and on her feet because she's a soup. Huey, they snatched up out the driver's seat right away. And then Starlight, he said, yo, run. And Starlight looked at Cindy. Cindy looked at her, and she got, she squeezed the little metal thing. Like, yo, like, you really want to do this? I'm trying to take you in peacefully. I didn't attack right away. You can't just come with me. Boom. And Starlight, this is when we see that the shine comes back to the pupils. Her hands start glowing, and she shoots off faster than fucking Peter Petrelli's brother in Heroes season 1, and gets to the sky. And Cindy can't do nothing but look after her like, well, shit. They didn't tell me the bitch could fly. What the fuck?
Exactly. I can't go up there. All right. Well,
right, yeah. So she's like, all right, well, we just gonna go back to the base, and that is where we ended the episode. A
Not
seemingly
really.
Also good thing. Well, no, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
A seemingly
Ooh, how about itching?
quiet and tranquil thing for all of our couples, and no, that is folly. I think we know where everybody is going. There was forest that needs populating, but then also, again, to bring it back to the Moon Knight reference, the Jake Kessler persona is in the driver's seat in Butcher's car. He has the Compound V. He has the virus to kill soups. And where he's driving, no one knows.
Nope. No idea.
And this shit is fucking wild. And that is how we end season 4 of The Boys. And there's only one more season to go, y'all. I hope I please don't pull a Game of Thrones. Okay, stop giving us these 8 episodes. Give us 10.
No, it's going to be 8.
Damn it!
It's going to be 8.
Did they decide already?
It's probably going to be 8 because they've been 8 consistently. But then that after credit scene, I was like, trash. Yeah. I'm like trash. I was just so sick because I don't want Homelander to have a win, and I feel like he walks into a. What do you want to call it? Not a building, not a cube. Like walks into a room, like a storage room, a frozen room where someone's on ice with the speaker of the house, and the speaker is like, well, I brought this with you as soon as I was able to, get into the classified
right. Yeah, as soon as he was debriefed. Yeah, it's kind of like what's the name of the movie? Will Smith, Vivica A. Fox, Independence Day. Where the one guy is saying that the
aliens,
this
Area 51,
with the aliens, right? They were saying, these folks ain't here, they can't do all this. No, flip the script. The shit is real, bro.
Yeah, so
I know it's wild.
And he was like,
Jake 2.0. Wait, hold on, we got the little brother in here. Phantom D Saint, what's going on, kid?
Bruh.
Yeah, this episode for me, what we'll do, like Sphinx did, we'll do the 2 episodes overall.
We didn't finish talking about what was in there with Soldier Boy. The peak afterwards. What? Okay, wait. I don't know that I watched past that. What happened? You didn't watch past that, girl? There was a clip.
No, wait, no.
With Soldier Boy in the tube.
Well, yeah. That's it. Yeah, I saw when he had called and said, "Yo, I couldn't tell you until I was written in to the
and it was
the post."
Yeah. You didn't say who it was. I was confused. I'm like, what? It was Soldier Boy in a pod.
It was Soldier Boy. He was sitting there on ice, and Homelander is looking at him
in his feelings, looking like Daddy,
and starting to cry.
Daddy.
Okay, see, the last time we saw you, bro. You were trying to kill this man.
Because he was trying to kill Ryan or take Ryan, either or.
What? It's weird. Like, what are these feelings you're feeling for?
The same feeling that he always feels because that's his daddy. He has parental issues. He thought his dad was gone. He didn't know where he was.
See, I don't know. He wasn't acting like he wanted to know that much more about his dad.
Assumed
like on a positive front, anyway.
He just assumed that he was dead because he wasn't there no more. But that's his dad. He was like, well, he's all froze up. Okay. And another question, did you want to talk about the Comic-Con announcements in this video or not?
I have not heard the Comic-Con announcements, but
I will tell
I
you.
do. I do that. We can chop it because again, as always, if you're here for a discussion, you should always know it is a spoilerific discussion. So if you don't want to know any of the upcoming things, then go ahead and roll out. Thank you for coming through. Please remember to smash that like on your way out. But I'm down to hear about it. I do have to go visit the loo and refill my cup. So go ahead, start. I'm listening, but I'm going to mute myself because I'm sure y'all don't want to hear that.
That's funny. See, Jackie, I thought that she might have been sick from the virus, but I don't think they spread that virus yet. So it could be something else. But I just feel like with Soldier Boy and Homelander, it's going to be an issue because I don't know if they understand that he has the power to get rid of soup abilities. I don't know if they know that. But before I even talk about what's going on in the Comic-Con, I'm just going to go ahead and give you my ratings for this episode. I'm going to give this, for the past 2 episodes, I say combined, I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to be on what Sphinx said, an 8. Because I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed what happened with the characters. I enjoyed where we left off. It's just that Frenchie and them took too long, and it was just like a long haul. Nothing happened the way they needed it to happen. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, okay, fandom. My friend, she went to Comic-Con, so she was actually in the panel. I have the pictures from the panel because she slept on the ground outside and made it into that particular panel to see the stuff that she wanted to see come out of that room. And while her husband was in another panel, he got into the Hall H. So he was out there all night. And he was able to get into Hall H. But during the Comic-Con panel, they premiered, or they was it premiered? Was it revealed? That's the word. They revealed that Soulja Boy will be in the next season. And I think he will be a main character. He'll be part of the main cast next season. And they also said that there's going to be a spinoff for Vought, like a prequel about how Vought grew with Stormfront. So Stormfront is coming back in a prequel show that's on its own. But yeah, you think it's the worst finale? I think it's an unhappy finale, but that tracks for me. So exactly, that's why season 5 is the last season. I'm done with it as well, because at this point we're now crossing into real life territory, and I'm just like, I don't want to have to watch it twice. So I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do with next season, how they're going to wrap this up succinctly. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Soulja Boy's going to be in that too. So I'm like, okay, all right, we'll see how this goes. I'm not mad at the prequel. I think the prequel will be interesting, but I just want to know how they're going to stick the landing for season 5, because a lot of people didn't like this season. This season is okay with me. It's not as good as the other 3 seasons, but I still enjoyed it. But it's not a bad season in my opinion. But yeah, so I'm just like, I'm looking forward to see what we're going to do. But we're not going to get that for another, I think, 4 years, because the next series to come up would be Gen V, or another 2.5 years. So Gen V will be the next one. Season 2 of Gen V will be up. So
word up.
But yeah.
Agreed. And I think I will all stay in the 8 range for this season. I will give it an 8.65, I think. I liked some of the plot points and how they did things, but some things just didn't make sense and were ridiculous filler a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's that. So yeah. Going into the comic con stuff. What's the tea? What's the info?
That is that Soulja Boy is going to be a part of the main cast of season 5. So he is coming back.
I like it.
There's also going to be a Vought spinoff show with Stormfront and Soulja Boy.
So we're going to be seeing Nazis again.
Yes, the prequel. Which is why I'm like, okay, I mean, it should be entertaining because that's when they were full force and craziness.
But the stakes are high now.
Listen,
how will our anti-heroes win the day?
I don't know, man.
Tune in next time.
Listen, that's my question. I was like, at this point, we know not everybody from the boys is going to make it. I think maybe Huey would make it, but
maybe.
But everybody else is on the chopping block.
I still need them to reconcile why his mom was a MLM Vought mom.
Because that's what she did. That's the way to make money. That is it. I know you want it to be something like huge, like it's a super secret. No, it's really not. She just got a job. That's what I'm thinking. She just got a job. She found something she liked to do, which was hawk them oils. So girl, hawk them oils.
Is it? Wonder will we see Stormfront kill Mother's father in the prequel?
We might.
Maybe.
We might. That's a good question.
Interesting. Yeah, put a pin in that, and we'll come back to it once we get there in another couple of years.
Bikini, I'm a little more. I don't want to say weary about or worried about Gen V, only because I know that they have to figure out what to do with the actor who passed and his character, and I want to see what they do for that, and then that'll determine the rest of the show for me, because he was supposed to be a big part of it. So I'm just wondering what they're going to do now.
Yeah. I mean, I think it might be maybe a little bit of foreshadowing with us seeing Kate and Sam there right now, but I'm very looking forward to all those side quests.
They were already like hooked up with Homelander at the end of the episode. At the end of the season. Yeah, they were already there. So I'm just like, bruh, I don't know, man.
See, and that also again makes me wonder: are they finishing any of their formal education? Since you've now been drafted, and you may not have to worry about that anymore.
According to Homelander, why do they need that in the first place?
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. Again, the contradictions of Homelander.
He was like, "Why do we have to do that anyways? Especially now. You definitely don't have to do it." Trash.
Yep. Here's a thought, real quick thought, Bunny. At the end, we see all the boys get snatched up and going to whatever prisons await them, but Zoe is sent to the orphanage that her mom and dad grew up in. And if you remember from just 1 or 2 episodes back, our guy Sam Edgar, he is still out on the loose. So is he maybe going to go and get Zoe and take her into hiding and I don't know, train her up just like he did Victoria, come through and be a force to be reckoned with?
I don't know, because I was wondering where he went, and also am wondering whether or not Homelander would even like worry about him, because when Victoria was alive, he worried about him. He was like, well, he's out there, so I'm just wondering, is he still on his radar, or does he not give a shit about Edgar anymore?
I feel like he has to still be on his radar, because Victoria's gone, but now there's still Zoe. And just like her mom, Zoe is way fucking more powerful than we knew. So I'm wondering how they're going to actually pull that into account. But that's the mark of a great show. They leave us with questions.
More questions.
Good questions, not like stupid things that they left out, but no, very good juicy breadcrumbs.
Jackie, I'm gonna need you to fight that mosquito. I need you to find it and punch it right in his mouth.
There's a mosquito in my house.
Right in the mouth.
He's biting me over. Look.
Assaulted.
This is why this is one of the reasons why fall is my favorite season. Because when fall hits, all of those insects and flying, buzzing things and all those things that even when you're in a very locked down building will still find their way in to bother you. I can't. They can go back to hell where they came from as soon as fall gets here.
It's fall right now. The fact that my eyes are burning and my face is on fire all the time, it's fall.
We got it.
Fall is now.
Only. I wish it was.
I can't.
It's August.
Like, that is my worst season. My whole entire body is like we dying all the time. This is when I get the most nosebleeds, and I hate these nosebleeds.
I am so sad. Oh, the brother, Johnny the Pack.
Hey,
Iris Wildland, what's going on, bruv?
I'm glad you're ready to end.
Oh, y'all, you just got off. Look, we about to jump off right now. Too.
We're almost done.
I will come through if y'all just sitting and chilling and chill with y'all once we wrap up here.
Yeah,
indeed. Wait, what did he say about Geralt?
They're doing a versus or a face off.
Oh, based on Geralt. Which Geralt though? Because I've seen the set pics of Liam Neeson. No. Not Liam Neeson. Damn it, Liam Hemsworth.
No,
and I'm not a fan. For sure. I got you. I'm gonna click that.
What the French? Hold on. What the French?
What happened? Wait, hold on. What did you just find?
Oh, no, talking about me. What is this, girl? The crack that's been cracked. No. I have to delete these videos. Oh no, it's not anything. It's me having 2 videos up at the same thing, and I was like, "What is this? What is this?" That's why I was highly confused. I'm like, "Oh, what is this? 2 titled videos saying child trash?"
YouTube don't be wanting us to be great. They throw us all kinds of curveballs.
I'm tired. I'm officially tired.
Word. But yes, that is the wrap up and ending of season 4 of The Boys, y'all. And we're gonna be back out here for the final season 5 upcoming. I believe our big show that we'll probably tackle on Mondays mainly. Well, I think we may end up being a week behind for this one again, but we're going to be covering the final season of the Umbrella Academy. That drops August 8th.
Ooh.
But I corrected myself. August 8th.
Because I'm trying to see. I wonder if they're going to drop the whole season again. They drop at the same time.
I think that's what they've always done. So I think that's what they're gonna do here. So yeah, we'll be doing Umbrella Academy, and if all goes well, Wednesdays we'll cover then Interview with the Vampire, the new TV show, not the movie.
Umbrella Academy is real short.
What you mean?
6 episodes.
Word?
6 episodes.
How are they wrapping everything up in just 6 episodes?
I have no idea. So we got to talk about
how I am expecting all action upon action. Then
I doubt that.
I mean, I don't know.
I doubt that.
I'm hoping.
You have the hopes. I hear
it works.
I have no hopes. So that's going to be short too. Dang.
Right, bro.
I have to see.
Yeah. We on the move. We on the move, bruv.
I don't think there's anything else, right?
Nothing new. No. So this is actually a good catch up spot for us, because if the one thing's only 6 episodes, then. We could what is another one we were Twisted Metal. We're going to pull in Twisted Metal.
I probably won't be watching that anytime soon because I'm still having to do the interview.
Yeah,
so
I
figure out my schedule. I'm trying to see where the damn. I just need to see the list of shows that are coming out, sir, ma'am. Goddamn.
Same V time, same V channel, indeed. You know what? Speaking of V, actually, that just reminded me. I don't know if y'all ever saw that old sci-fi miniseries that was on called V. It was about some alien invaders. Actually, our boy Freddie, was it Robert Englund? He played one of the aliens in that movie. I've been wanting to do a deep dive into it, so I don't know. Maybe we'll get that together. When it's already out, to my knowledge, they have not gotten a season 2. It's just the season 1. What platform is that on?
I think Paramount.
Is it Paramount? Okay,
I think it is.
Yeah. On Paramount.
I'm looking to see. I have to look up some of these.
The reptilians, yes, John, yeah. The aliens were reptilians on V. Yeah, my 2 favorite old school alien type shows are V and damn it, just forgot it that quick.
Because usually what I do is I go to Netflix and do the what's coming to August in 2024, but they didn't do that this time. They didn't have that little video of all the stuff that's coming out on Netflix. They just did it like the trailer premieres in a group. And I was like, I didn't want to see that because I want to see the dates.
That sucks.
So I have to actually go through and look.
Alien Nation. Alien Nation is the show I'm talking about.
Oh, I know Alien Nation.
Yeah, it's good. The movie was great. The show was actually a continuation of the movie. And there were, once they were canceled on air, there were like 4 or 5 follow-up movies to continue the story. So so go check those out. I like retro sci-fi. If y'all want to chat about it, leave it in the comments and I will work something out. But besides that, we have a very Dragon Sunday to prepare for. And we are going. I think we'll probably keep the same format that we did last season. We'll do a watch along. I will be back over with the cousins. I know in some of y'all slid into the DMs like, yo, like where is the cousins? Like, where is the baby? Specifically, where is the baby? See, this is what I be talking about, chat room, when I say y'all don't be having my back. How you going to endorse my bully but you're not trying to protect me
for entertainment.
Y'all know that, baby. My plates are never safe
for extra
around her. I don't appreciate that.
Well,
but it's cool.
It's what you do for the craft.
It's cool. Yeah, so I will be right. I will be back over with the cousins, and my bully is scheduled to be there. So you will see her in attendance. And after the watch along, we will cut it off and start another stream for the after show. We got a few good folks coming through, and then we will have a full panel of lovely ladies coming on for the Monday discussion for the season finale wrap up. And what's the cool thing about these ladies? I made it all about the family. You know, I tapped into my inner Dom on this, and I got Meeks, of course. I got Lady D, of course, and everyone else is just my peoples that are beyond these Dragon Streets. Yes, Funda will be there as well. Yes, Funda will be there. I'm pretty sure Daphne.
I have a feeling that
will be in there.
Season finale is going to disappoint her because I know what she's looking for. She's looking for mayhem. That's what she's looking for.
The exact same things that she wanted from Secret Wars, and yes, she expressed her discontent.
Yep, she wanted episode 4 for every single episode, and I was like, "Girl, they only got a handful of dragons."
Facts. Like, I don't know if she'll join us for the after show. I will propose to her. She probably will. But for the actual discussion on Monday, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be Meeks. It's gonna be Lady D. Daphne probably gonna be up in there, and hopefully Funda will. And then I got like one of my aunties that, and y'all know her from the finale. She was in the chats with us, chatting up and telling dreams, skills and things. And yeah, got some of my other cousins coming through that like this nerd stuff. So come through again. Family affair. Tell your friends and family, yo, click subscribe on AK's channel. They don't gotta watch. I just need the numbers. So yeah, we are on the road to 1,000. And again, y'all have been doing great, and I thank y'all. We are up at 916 right now, and that is from Sunday when we were at like 855. So y'all been coming through, and I appreciate you. Thank you very much for always coming through and listening to our drunken ramblings. It's always a good time to be here with y'all. Mika, I know you got some things coming on outside of these Dragon Streets. So what the people got to look forward to?
Okay, as I look this way on my board, I am still going through. Well, I finished Bridgerton completely, but on YouTube, episodes for season 2 are going up. So that's going down. We still have, like you said, Umbrella Academy starts the 8th.
Next
week. I don't know when I'll be putting those up, but those will be coming. I'm still doing My Hero. Avatar is back up. Still doing the last season of Fringe. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start Criminal Minds just because it's long AF, but have them put up a poll to see what they want me to go to next.
Please let me know when you do that, though. I do want to talk about Criminal Minds. I love that show.
I keep trying to figure out. I feel like there's something coming between now and like the end of September that I'm missing. Something Disney, something like that related, Disney or Netflix related. And
do they have any Marvel shows coming up?
I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, but because it is looking kind of light. Sweet Home, the K-drama has started, so I am watching that again. But
season 3 now, right?
Season 3.
Okay, yeah.
I am still working my way through Baldur's Gate. That should be finished soon. Fallout 1 should be finished. I'm playing around with Fallout London, which is a Fallout 4 mod, and I'm going to get ready to start doing a series playthrough of Dragon Age again to prepare for the game that's coming out probably in November, because it said it's not coming out in September, and if they're not coming out in September, they might as well wait until Dragon Age Day in December. So I'm just throwing a date out there that I'm thinking, but I'm going to start doing a series playthrough of that, and yeah, that's it as of right now.
For sure. That is awesome. So again, like me said, we will be back here for the final season of the Umbrella Academy. It drops on the 8th. What day is the 8th?
Yeah, there is a Batman series. That's a Thursday.
Oh yeah, Penguin. Yeah, Penguin. It got his own series coming up.
No, the Penguin. I'm talking about the new Batman series on Amazon. That's the animated series.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I'm very certain I saw the girl Fantastic Frankie talking about that on Insta the other day. So yeah, I think she's reviewing that show. If y'all don't know who she is, please go and Google her. She's very very great on these commentaries. And the 8th is next Thursday.
Agatha's in October.
Oh shit, yeah, Agatha. Yes. Thank you, Chantal. What is the date for that?
I thought it was October. Hold on.
Let's look that up. I mean, I just remember because I've we've been seeing all that buzz.
September 18th.
Okay, yeah, she right around the corner.
September. Okay. I knew it was one. Here, let me write this shit down before I forget.
Right, I was about to say, please keep her off the book. See, this is why Meeks is of the brown Aja. Okay, you know, she keeps the books. Everything is set in line to the Dewey Decimal System, so we can make sure we find all the info when we need it. So yeah, that's what we got going on. Yeah, Batman Cape Crusader. I don't know that we will cover that here, but I know what we'll both definitely be watching, and I still gotta go watch what is the God show, Meeks? The Blood of Zeus. Is that it?
Oh yeah, the Blood of Zeus. Yeah,
yeah. I still gotta finish season 2 of the Blood of Zeus, and that is on the list to chat about. Also, because yeah, it was a great show. Me and Manaro had to cover that for season 1.
I know the Dewey Decimal System, John. I worked at a library for 12 years.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, she was a librarian, indeed. That again, if you know your Ajas from the Wheel of Time, that's why I said she's the brown Aja, because that's where she'd be at, in the library with the books.
Oh yeah, Ring of Power. Thank you.
When does Ring of Power come out?
August the 29th.
Oh. Okay. I have not watched the 3-Body Problem yet, John, but it is on my list because I think the concept of that show is just so very interesting and original for the sci-fi genre. And if you are a conspiracy nerd, you would see why that show and the book especially holds a relevance.
Listen,
in our day and age.
At first, I was like, "Oh, why'd I run?" Because I'm writing stuff on my board.
Yeah. She has a board. She has to update it right when we talk about it, or she'll forget.
Will y'all be able to, or will I break my shit?
Yeah. I mean, if you can face it to the wall, they'd be able to see it.
Nope. Can't do it.
Nope. Not a big enough turn.
No, it'll turn, but the way it's set down, so you would just see the top part of the monitor. As I turn it, and I have a board of the stuff that I'm watching, like live action games, like all the stuff I'm doing. I put up on the board so I don't forget.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Which I definitely need a spreadsheet like that also. So yeah, so we got this going on. Again, tune in next Sunday. In a couple days. We'll be on here for the watch along. If you don't have anybody to watch House of the Dragon with, come watch with me and the homies. I promise you'll have a good time. Absolutely. And we'll do the after show separately after that. And then on Monday, we'll do the full discussion. So yeah, just like last year, we're going to have a full panel. So it's going to be a good barrel of laughs. Come through, spin all of the tinfoil for the finale discussion that you want. All full spoilers, so you don't have to cap yourself too much.
Yep.
Anywho's in. I appreciate y'all again for being here. Thank y'all for running these numbers up for your girl. Let's kick it in gear just a little bit more on the road to 1,000. And we will see y'all in the next one. Actually, you know what? If your familia has not heard of me and you want to convince them, I will give you a little pitch just when you show it to them. Scroll to the end of this video and then show them this and tell them to absolutely come for the shenanigans and the shit talking and the booze, because this is a BYOB always. Bring your own booze and we'll have a good time. Peace.
Hey yo, it's the House of the Dragon Season 2 light. Hop on Alicia Kingston channel, take flight. Green Queen, Black Queen, let's ignite. In the era where the Targaryens rule tight. Queens got the thrones, steaming in the dark. Black is showing claws, dragons in the park. Kings letting dramas, secrets in the chambers. Serpents in the realm, only fire can tame. Queen on the queen side, hands blood stained. Promises broken, power unchained. But the black's got strategy, dragons in flight. Night means day, reign supreme by night. Queen on the queen side, hands blood stained. Promises broken, power unchained. But the black's got strategy, dragons in flight. Night meets day, reign supreme by night. Soulful whispers, crowns clashing bones. Medieval battles, blood, fire stones. Queens of power, both fierce and hard. Dragons roaring,